You are now tuned in to the Peace King podcast.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir.
I go by the name of Hungry HD. And to my far left, we have the incomparable
Maurice.
And we come together to form the Peace King podcast where we talk about health, wealth, relationships, and whatever else we feel like.
Yes, sir.
And on that note, let me say, this is going to be a super for me. I'm going to just put it in the air.
We in there.
Peace King.
Peace King. Yeah, all right, we in here. Yo, what more special guest, bro?
That's a fact.
I love that.
That's a fact.
I love that.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yo, here we in. We got the light-skinned assassins on this.
Oh,
I'm just
right.
I'm joking. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do all that. But yeah, we got a returning guest over here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Miss Natalie in the building. Ladies and gentlemen, come on, man. Welcome back. Episode 13 went crazy. It's still going crazy.
That's a fact.
Yeah, back for round 2. I'm ready.
Absolutely.
Indeed. And then we got Brianna up in the house. Bree in the building. How you feeling, Bree?
Hey, I'm ready. There's some dope people. I'm ready.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm glad you
let them know
recognized
where let them know where you from though. Where you from, Bree?
I'm from Vegas.
All right. Remind them where you from, Nat.
I'm from the DMV.
Hey, shout out to
We in the
Vegas.
building.
Shout out to the DMV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got the 702. And I don't even know what this area code is. What is it, 919 or something? 912?
I don't know what this is,
It's a
but I'm
couple different
301.
ones. Yeah, I'm about to say.
571. We got 443 Baltimore.
Yeah, that's not, my phone number is a 443, but I don't rep Baltimore.
Okay.
That's not me.
But we in, man.
Talk about it.
That's what it is. Hey, man, how was your week, bro?
I won't complain, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything is everything. Quick turnaround, kind of all over the place. But, got to shout out everybody that pulled up to the watch party. Yeah. Episode 20.
Yeah,
was a
that was
vibe.
lit. Episode 20 was
time.
lit. That was last night at the watch party.
That's a fact.
Every 10 episode, we're
Yeah.
going to do a watch party. You know what I'm saying? So we hit 10. We did at 10. That was lit.
Yeah.
20 was lit again.
Uh-huh.
And the numbers just going to increase.
That's a fact.
I love watching it with y'all. So shout out to you for coming through to the watch party.
Facts.
You guys mentioned that.
Facts. And I forgot, episode 20, in case you haven't seen 20, if you're not, caught up yet, a lot of laughs on there. I forgot, how much we were laughing when we made that.
There was a good 10 seconds. It was just silence because y'all were laughing so hard.
I couldn't breathe. And I was crying last night watching it again. I had my tissue right there. I was in tears. So,
Yeah, it was good.
good time.
Make sure y'all check out episode 20. Yeah, I mean, and this one is episode 21. We are in the game, my
Facts.
guy. We still rocking and rolling.
That's that Coach Prime.
Coach Prom, 21.
yeah,
Speaking
prime
of
time.
that, hey, they playing tomorrow. You know what I mean? Shout out to football season in full swing right now.
Yeah.
Basketball season coming up.
Right around the corner.
Yeah, I think opening night for the NBA is on the 24th.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. A lot of trades and stuff. Are y'all into sports?
I like basketball. I'm a basketball fan.
Okay.
I'm not a sports
Not a
person.
sports
at all.
person. All right.
I'm trying to learn, but no.
Why you want to learn?
I don't want to say it's because I feel like it's more attractive to men, but I feel like it is more attractive to men.
Definitely.
What you think? You think it's more attractive?
I
when
do.
a woman-
I do.
Yeah, I think it's dope when she knows a little bit about the sport.
Absolutely.
She don't if she knows a lot about the sport, it's pretty cool too.
Fire.
But yeah, it's an attractive trait. Yeah, most definitely. I agree.
Yeah.
You saying?
I think so. I think that, I don't know. I feel like if you at least know something,
Right.
that makes it better. If you just know nothing and they're just teaching you the whole time,
I'm sure that gets annoying.
But that's big trash.
yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah, man. October, man, full of Libra gangs. Whatever sign in October is it? It goes into Scorpio season
yeah.
at the end of October. October's a big month, man. We mentioned on episode 20 the Hispanic heritage, right? From the September 15th to October 15th.
Facts.
But October is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Absolutely.
So shout out to y'all that's getting checked out.
Yeah.
Make sure you check it out early. Breast cancer is a big deal, bro.
Oh, facts.
I mean, I was getting my stats together, you know what I mean? I be liking to know. So 2022, breast cancer took the lives of around 420,000 women, bro, and 500 men. So men, you can get breast cancer too now.
Yeah.
So everybody across the board, you gotta get checked out, man. You
Gotta
know what I'm
protect the
saying?
tatatini. You know what I mean? At all costs.
I was waiting for that
And
word.
Hey, we got.
I do want to say this just because I feel like, you know, it's definitely worth doing. Excuse me. You know, without saying her name, obviously we both know somebody who, you know, is battling that and dealing with that right now.
Yeah.
And thankfully, you know what I'm saying, everything is looking good. But I just want to shout you out. You know who you are. Love is love. I just don't want to put your name out there in your business. So, you know, we rooting for you all the way.
The Peace Kingdom thoughts and prayers are with everybody that's battling it. The one we speaking of right now, just going through it right now, is with you, and get checked out. And if you know somebody or you know what I mean, just going through it right now, we here with you in spirit.
Facts.
Boom. Praying for the remissions and all that. All right. Now we got the preliminaries out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we gonna dive into it, all right?
Let's do it.
We want to see what these
boy.
ladies talking about.
That's facts.
You ready,
man.
girl?
I'm ready.
Hey,
All
man.
right.
I'm ready.
Hey, they be saying, I heard, they be saying all men are dogs, bruh.
They do.
That's what they say.
The word in these streets.
And it be as if, and I ain't trying to do no man versus woman stuff over here.
not at all.
But like we gotta see if it's true on both sides. Do women do dirt too? Cause the all men are dogs. There's no saying like all women are. There's no saying equivalent to
That's
it.
because we're not.
Exactly.
Oh, so y'all innocent so here. Okay, go ahead, talk about it. What you think? You think all men are dogs?
I mean, how can you not? There's way more women than men on this earth.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what that mean? All men are dogs because there's more women?
That means that y'all have plenty of options.
Okay, so you think because we have so many options that we can't resist temptation or what have you?
Can you?
Hey, this ain't about me.
Yeah. She's making it personal.
But I can. I have what we've mentioned on the show, the D discipline, okay? I exercise the D discipline. Ain't nobody getting all the trail all the time. Everybody don't get to experience that though. So yeah, so the all men are dogs. You agree with that?
I don't think all men. I think it's easy to say all men are dogs just because it's like there's so many men that just do dumb stuff, and I'm like, why? Like,
Okay. I mean, that's fair.
But I would say allow me to contest your earlier statement. I don't know when the tide started changing as far as the population and the ratio of women to men in this country. But I feel like I've been here. Well, yeah. You know, I think there's like, I forget the exact numbers, but there are quite a few more women than there are men, right? So you guys outnumber us, right? So that's why she's talking about so many options and stuff like that. But I've been hearing all men are dogs, I feel like, since I was born. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like
That's just how it came.
right. So it's like this always been around. So I don't know if we could blame it on all the options. Like, can we? I feel like that's always been in existence. It's like it's been a thing. But here's the thing for me though, right? And this is why I like this topic and I like this platform for us, because for the longest time, women have had the loudest voices. Why? Because men haven't been in touch with themselves just internally, right? With their emotions, being emotionally intelligent, emotionally aware, expressing themselves, so on and so forth. Now that men are starting to awaken in that way, now you're starting to hear more things, right? And then like that, I feel like that's where a lot of the backlash from women comes, or the dodging accountability, or it's like you'll say something about what a woman does and she'll be like, but what about, and it's like, nah, but we're not talking about that. Like we talk about what you did. So just bringing it full circle to this point, I don't know if that's a valid thing, right? Like as far as just us having options and that being the thing.
Nah, I did look up the options thing because you know I just can't help. I
gotta come with the stats.
I'm just saying, I checked 3 sources real quick. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And it's basically even.
That's what I thought.
It is?
Is it even?
I thought I had heard this.
It's
not actually a thing.
basically even. I mean, they did a study in 2021, and in the United States, it was like 97 men for every 100 women. So that's like barely there. 2023, it's saying that the one I looked up, it was global. but it was saying there was slightly more males than women globally. I'm just like, so the numbers are going to be skewed.
Right.
But I think it's fair enough to say that there's probably equal balance, but maybe people say there's more women than men because when they go out, it's a bunch of women that they see
That's
out
true.
and about. Maybe the fellas just ain't got it like that. They bread ain't like that. Or women just enjoy going to brunch together more. I know when I was a young man, we weren't linking up like, hey, let's go out to brunch together. No, like we weren't doing that. So if you go to brunch present day, you're going to see groups and packs of single women.
Yeah.
You're not going to see groups of single men having pancakes together. And you know what I'm saying? Like,
Why not? Y'all don't like pancakes?
I'm just saying, like, yo,
I love
Belgian
pancakes.
waffle.
Everybody
though.
likes pancakes.
You know what I mean?
all
Let me
about
add this
French
part though,
toast.
because I do think I seen what you've seen initially, which made me like take a slightly deeper dive. I think more so in our culture, our community, it's a little different just because of imprisonment, right? Jail populations. Like there are, I forget how many 100,000 of black men, like, you know, in jail. So it was like, I think that for us is what really
That's a good point.
changes the tides, and we feel it probably more than other cultures. On top of the fact of all the systemic oppression and just black men having their own struggles and not being able to get to a certain place, so on and so forth. So a lot of black men probably don't feel like they are worthy. One of the things I've kind of realized, even just through my own therapy and introspection, is like sometimes you take yourself out of the running for a certain thing subconsciously because you might not feel like you add up or equal to what that is. You don't deserve it, right, for whatever reason. So just like, not to get off topic, but I feel like that's like somewhat of the thought process behind and just the science behind it. Oh, but bringing it back full circle to the men and women doing dirt, right? So, I've just personally experienced in my life, like women, definitely getting extra filthy out here. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, so for me, I'm not gonna lie, because when I was younger, you just know what you taught. Oh, I'm in a dog, so I'd be like, all right, I guess that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't think
I got to live up to that.
Not aspiring to be a dog.
Hey, you call me a dog too much, I'm gonna start believing that's the way it's supposed to be. I'm just messing. Nah, I'm not a dog out there. Nah, come on.
But I ain't realized until things started happening, like, oh, like women could get sneaky too. Like they get a little crazy.
I think they just more slick with it.
That's what I was gonna say. I think we're better at it. Not me, we.
Nah, but
That's a disclaimer.
what you say? You think y'all more slick at the cheating? Because we know women cheat.
Facts.
We know this.
I mean, we're not out here displaying it. Like,
Right.
we have to keep some type of, mystery about us. But,
I mean, I could dig it.
It happens. Have y'all had homegirls without naming them that y'all know? Homegirls that you know or associates that you know they were cheating and their man was oblivious. Has that happened?
I don't know someone who cheated or admitted to cheating. That's the other thing. I think women will take it to the grave. Like, I don't think women will admit it, but
Nope.
I do know a woman that did something that was kind of grimy. So back in the day, in college, I was talking to a guy and I brought him over. We were roommates and it was like the apartment style, kind of like on campus housing. And I fell asleep at some point and woke up. He wasn't there. See them coming out of her room. So, and we were like close friends. Like So it was.
For real, I ain't played that one in a minute. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They over here wild. Nah, so you, the taking it to the grave piece. So you think that even in friend groups, that a woman will be like, it's so taboo that she won't even tell her homegirls.
Yeah, because we don't even. She and I, like I said, we were good friends. We didn't talk about it. Like, I addressed it with her, but then after that, it was like nobody brings it up. And if you even brought his name up, like it was like, nope, change the subject. It's not. We're not talking about it.
Fellas, relax
It's
and
like
take
girl
notes.
code.
Yeah.
That's how take. You know what I'm saying? Take notes. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to move out here in a room full of vultures. You know what I'm saying?
guys,
You know what I
that's
mean?
crazy.
I mean, I knew somebody. They were messing around with a lot of people, and I don't know. It's kind of gross because it was like she was burning too.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Hey. She was burning, but it was like
she would lay down with a dude afterwards. She'd be like, another one.
she did
So
get
grimy.
with she did get with another one. She got with another one, and she would not even tell them that she was feeling a certain way.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I was just like, "Are you going to get checked?" And she was like, "Eventually." I'm like,
Oh, y'all was
Dang.
what's going on?
I think I was. I heard that in a minute. Nah, but dang. I mean, yeah, ladies do be slick out here in these streets. Be acting like they, but I don't know, man. At the end of the day, let's be smart about it. All right. If you're going to be in a relationship, just do that. And if you don't want to be in it anymore, just break up with the person. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
people want their cake and eat it too,
Right.
though.
and sometimes people just want what somebody else got, or they feel like they should have had it, or maybe they missed the opportunity. It was too late. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be quicker than that. You know what I'm saying? Like you too late. Like freshman year of college, right? You know what I'm saying? The name shall remain nameless. You know what I mean? I'm messing with a girl. I meet one of my roommates is messing with one of the sisters. I wound up meeting another sister down the line. Went to their house and all that. Met their parents. Like, you know what I'm saying? Meet the family. Like, you know what I mean? So one of the times I stayed back from, I didn't come home for one of the breaks, and I stayed at school. And I don't know why, how, but we wound up being like in an apartment, like just by ourselves. And I'm getting ready to actually leave. I gotta go to work, but I'm leaving. And she was like really trying to get me to knock it down, like going hard. Like at one point, like jumped up on me, wrapped her legs around my. I was like, yo, fam.
What did you expect? You was by yourself.
Yeah, but I'm like, yo.
I feel like it's normal.
Sticky situation, literally.
Fact. And she the older sister, and I'm like, yo, like, come on, fam. Like, you know how your sister feel about me. Your sister's cool. Her sister felt more strongly about me than I did about her, but she was, a cool girl, man. Great girl, you know what I'm saying? And I just, don't get me wrong, I get a little crazy sometimes. But there's just certain lines I won't cross. I just I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But in the back of my mind, it's like, this would be ill for the story.
That would be. Yeah.
I couldn't do it. But it's like, I definitely smashed, people in a friends group before, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I know it happens. Like, you know what I'm saying? Often.
The ladies see it. They wanted it from Jump Street. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, you gotta... Gentlemen, don't fall into the trap. Then don't be the reason why. I don't know. Would you tell the homegirl? Would you tell her like, hey, if you talking to one and her homegirl really trying to get at you, would you let her know, even if it's not a? Let's do it like if it's a like casual thing or like a situationship or y'all have yet to be in a full on, and then if you're in a full on relationship, like that's your girl and her homegirl trying to get at you, are you letting your girl know?
Yeah, if we're full on relationship, I'll tell her. But if we just talking, I won't tell her, unless there's like a mix of the two. Like if it happens during the process where we get to know each other, building, I won't tell her. But now if I'm trying to be serious with her, then I'm probably gonna tell her. You know what I'm saying? Just to lay everything out on the table. And even like we talk about before, even kind of related, but not exactly the same thing. Like even I've dealt with a woman before, and then later on down the line, wound up dealing with one of her friends. You know what I'm saying? So it was like a check-in with everybody to make sure everybody's cool, checking the temperature.
Yeah.
Like, you good with this? Like, but everybody, they all knew. Like, it was obvious. It was open information. So it was like, you cool? You sure? Everybody good? All right, boom. You know what I'm saying? So one of them type things.
Where you ever mess with like brothers or anything like that, or is that off limits? Or
I mean, I feel like it's, I don't know. I feel like it can be tricky. It can be tricky because I don't know if it's just like a one-time, one and done. I don't know, like
she don't want to tell. She don't want to tell on herself on a low ski. You know what I'm saying? She over here reminiscing like
some people don't care.
Can't make this shit.
Some people don't care. Like if it was a long time ago. Now if it's recent, I wouldn't expect somebody to be cool with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But if it's a long time ago, she said statutes of limitations.
I'm not saying it's okay.
If it happened over 5 years ago, I mean, hey, what if they were like twins?
Yo, you read my mind, bro.
Bruh, hey,
You read. I'm sitting here the whole time waiting to say
men
something.
think?
'Cause
Like, what is
I'll
that?
tell you-
Well, because I know some twins, and I'll be like, well, I know this one was crazy, but maybe the other one isn't.
What was the
But I was
timeline?
attracted to them. I mean, both of them, they kind of look alike.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm attracted to. I need to just. Let me just.
Nah, because some people have. I've heard
probably
women say
saying too
they
much
had
right
like
now. They
the
go-
fantasy
they go
of like
watch it,
having a menage with twins. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like,
Yeah.
That's
it'd be
weird
that
to
kind
me.
of thing. If I had a twin, I don't know, man. Might be a problem out here. So I don't know. You know what I mean? Hey, it is what
Shout
it
out
is.
to the twins. May watch
'em out.
this. Like the homeboy twins. They be knocking down the same joints.
Yeah, we need some twin guests. We need some stories. I know
They
y'all
be-
got wild.
I know they
stories.
be wild.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, I can't confirm nor deny. Good thing I ain't say their name because I don't know what their situation is now. But like, I'm sure they've told me stories from way back in the day in which they would knock down joints.
Yeah, they ain't
Got
know.
they identical twins.
I'm about to say they ain't know who was. Yeah, it's crazy, especially early in the game. You don't
Yeah,
know
they
yet.
identical twins. And then if a girl had a fantasy, they ain't give. I mean, they exactly alike. They like, yeah,
Right.
let's do it. Bump it.
Double
You know
your
what I'm
pleasure,
saying?
double your fun. You know what I mean?
Double your sentiment, double your merriment. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, they not bugging for that because hey, either way they twins and hey, now they identical brothers and they Eskimo brothers on the low ski. But I do know some men that are bugging though.
Oh, let's talk about
That
that.
transitions to our next segment.
That was
Sound
a
like
nice
it's time.
transition.
King's
That was
Corner.
smooth.
Come on, man. We in King's Corner, y'all, man.
Yeah.
You know, and shout out to Natalie and Bree over here answer the questions. They being truthful already. We're gonna dive into some more topics later on after the break, and we're gonna see how truthful they really can be. You know what I'm saying? This is the light session. This is the first half, the light half, or whatever. But we're gonna breeze through this King's Corner, and we might have a Queen's Quarters. I don't know. We're gonna fill it out over here, but then I'm gonna have to refill. But yo, so the King's Corner, aka
You're
You're
bugging.
Come
Oh, I like it. I like it.
Did she say?
Nah, that,
Yeah.
you know Natalie.
Come
be
on,
point.
hey, Bree, man, what is you
Yeah,
doing? We gotta run that one back, man.
Bree,
It's King's
listen to
Corner,
me.
AK.
Hey, hold on,
go.
One band, one sound.
One band,
Right,
one
right,
sound.
Right.
Come on, yeah. Listen, I wish I had
run it
that. I
back.
wish I had that sound effect like that. Like, yo, Fallow don't play. Fallow don't play. Fallow don't play. She's bugging. She's bugging. She's bugging. All right, we're gonna get it together this time. All right, man. This is one of the favorite segments of the show. This is
Facts.
King's Corner, aka
You're
You're
bugging.
All right,
There we
baby.
go. There we go. Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's a fast learner, ladies and gentlemen. She's a runner. She's a track star.
All right.
All right,
You're
so-
gone too far.
Hey, this week's Your Bucket goes to, and I like this music, I like the podcast, but they grown men. All right, so Drake and Joe Budden, both of you, your buggins, okay?
Plural.
Yes.
I never heard the plural you brought up before.
Your
Yeah.
buggins. Like, come on, man. Like, yo, at the end of the day, I'm sure that y'all managers could get each other's phone numbers and y'all could just squash it out like behind closed doors or over the phone or the FaceTime or Instagram. Now you can just hit the call button. Like, call each other. We don't need to hear y'all writing paragraphs or see y'all writing paragraphs to each other and stuff. Like, yo, what is this? What's going on? Like, it's mad lame to me. So, like, hey, at the end of the day, I believe as a grown man, if you got to beef with another grown man, at least attempt a call. So if you did attempt a call, then cool. I bet we'll take it back. But what I can see is the paragraphs back and forths, like some schoolgirls. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. That ain't how we move. In my opinion, you're bugging, all right?
No.
Just pick up the phone, call each other. And I actually respect both men. That's why I got to hold them accountable as a fan. Like, yo, I like Joe Budden's podcast. I think it's dope. We're doing a podcast right now.
Right.
Drake, like, yo, you about to break Michael Jackson's all-time record for the most number ones on the Billboard Hot 100. Like, yo, come on, Highlight Bling to, like, yo, No New Friends to everything else he's
Yeah,
done.
countless.
The new album, but
Listen, he gonna write a paragraph about you next. You better
Maybe.
relax out here. You know what I'm saying?
hey, you can write it. Charles_Maurice. We here. Turn me up then. I ain't mad at it. Okay? But in my opinion, going back and forth, and then call each other out. Like, yo, you're talking about, and especially on the Drake part, I may want to hold Drake a little bit more accountable.
I would agree.
Because,
actually.
like, my man Drake, like, yo, you're a superstar. You're a global superstar, my guy. And because he has a negative opinion, sure, you let him talk, but you don't need to call this man a failure because your music failed and blah blah. Like, yo, that's mad lame to me. Though? That's his opinion.
I mean, right, but that's subjective. Like, at the end of the day, a lot of people love Joe Budden and feel like he's one of the best lyricists ever. So it's like, did he reach commercial success as Drake? Obviously not. He didn't get that far. But I mean, Joe Budden is like a pioneer in the podcast space too. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got a super big bag for that. So it was like, he's not a failure. But we talking about rap, so you call him a failed rapper. But anyway, like you said, not to get too deep into it or drag it out. I would lean more towards Drake too, just because Joe Budden is a journalist now. He's in the media. He's been doing this forever. Like, he reviews albums. Like, he has a right to have his opinion. Like, for you to come back at him like that, it's a little crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, sure, he may have had one hit with like "Pump It Up" or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was a jump.
But it's more hits than a lot of these rappers out here have.
That's a fact.
And he catapulted off of that and got one of the best podcasts out here. You know what I mean? That's subjective too, but at least numbers wise, it's one of the best that's out here, man. So at the end of the day, you're both bugging, but you're more bugging Drake, but I still mess with you. Either way, we all slip up sometimes. You know what I mean? I don't know why I want to clap for y'all.
Because we still fans of both, man.
I'm still fans of both, but instead of clapping, I think I just wanted to play something. So I'm going to just play this right here. But we in here, man. Hey, the fellas, it's not just the fellas bugging this week. My man's got something. What you got to say?
Listen,
there,
for the first time ever, because this usually go in with this. But I seen something, I feel like I had to speak on it. So the honorary Queen's quarters, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know her name, and I just seen the clip on IG, and we've heard this topic a lot, which is why we've avoided it for a long time. It's come up a lot of times. We just don't speak about it. And it's about, women feeling like they're forced to live in a masculine energy, right? Because men are not being there, so on and so forth. And I don't want to take away validity from that or discount that, because it's a fact. I feel like because of, and we spoke about absence of the father, systemic oppression, all of these things have led to results, effects that we've all had to deal with, coming up. The fact that one of the things that I took, well, I lost the word I'm looking for, but what I had a problem with, what she was saying was, she pretty much went on to say, like, she's been married and she's been forced to be masculine because her at different times, her husband, couldn't provide. So if he can't provide, then I got to put on the pants and pay the bills. Or, I don't want somebody in their wounded masculinity. I need you to be full alpha. And if you're full alpha and you show up like that, then I'm going to crumble, or just turn into a flower and be, this soft girl. You know what I mean? And my thing is this, like, for the women like her, like, you are the problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, 100%. Because, again, shout out to all the women who have been forced to stand up and take on duty and live more of a rough life than a soft life because of absence of men. That's cool. It's a whole different thing to be in a partnership with someone and not be willing to hold up your end if that person falls short at some point. Like, to me, what you're saying is, I spoke about this. I spoke about this on my story. Like calling me a bitch, right? Like, all of that. So it's like, are men not allowed to, like, be wounded? Are men not allowed to be vulnerable? Are we not allowed to show weakness or have struggle? Like, because that's what that's saying to me. You know what I'm saying? That's what wounded masculinity translate to me, right? And then even with her saying she had to put on the pants to provide. If he hit a hard time and struggle, what's the problem? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't step up and hold it down if that's what it's called for. Like, so a lot of times when we come up with new philosophies, terms, theories that hit and make sense, all these extra people start coming in and piling on and start mixing up the game and throwing shit in there that it doesn't even relate to and take it too far, which then takes away credence to the people who actually live that and actually have a point when it comes down to it. And for me, I feel like if you want to be a whole nigga, just say that. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, like listen, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
Because is it force or is it a choice at that point? Like you're making a choice to be man.
You want to be the top dog,
right? And you using that as
G.
a scapegoat. Like for me,
crazy.
at the end of the day, I don't know, man. Like you can't mistake, you know what I'm saying, affliction with absence, complications with competence. And I mean, like, I'm trying to find something else you said, but I can't find it. But anyway, don't mistake the two, man. Everybody's allowed to have a struggle. Everybody's allowed to go through a down moment, even men, right? And if you're a woman that don't want to deal with that, adoption is definitely available. Getting a surrogate is definitely an option. And you can just get kids and raise them by yourself and don't have a man. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, pray to God that your kids turn out cool without a man and their father in their life. You know what I'm saying? So work it like that. Walk your walk.
You said that with your chest. Like
Facts. Facts.
Are y'all hearing that?
So when
I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, my bad. Go ahead.
When do you think a woman turns masculine then in a relationship?
If you have to step up and hold it down and live in your masculine for a little while, that's cool. I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with you complaining about it though and acting like it's an issue because your man can't live up to the masculinity. Like that's when I have an issue. Right. Like if you have to do it and it's like you don't mind, like, all right, I don't really want to do this. You know what I'm saying? Look, listen, we all got shit we don't like to do every day. We do it because we got to do it. So it just comes with life. And so that part, I don't have a problem with. Like I said, again, I don't want people to misunderstand or misconstrue me knowing and understanding with a lack of a male role model or lack of a male figure, masculine, you know, energy in your life can force you to have to do, right? Even from young, if you don't have a father, right? I get that. But at the same time, again, if you're married, because you're talking about husbands, if you're married to somebody, once again, like your selection process is trash. Because I guess you should have known this from the beginning why you even marry him. But anyway, like when it comes down to it, like it's a partnership.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So what's wrong with being a partner? I don't even call that really being masculine. You're just being a partner. You know what I'm
really,
saying?
a wife is supposed to be a helper. Like you're supposed to
helpmate.
You're supposed to hold your man down. You're supposed to, if there are hard times, then it's for better or for worse, right? Like Charles talked about this before. And it's not like if he's at a low point, that doesn't mean you're being masculine. That means you're continuing to do your job as a wife. You're supporting, you're, you know, pouring into him, helping him get to the point that he needs to be at. So
you think these women are just tagging on masculinity on
I think
anything?
so. I think it's a buzzword.
Yeah,
right.
Because I mean, we talked about postpartum depression. If a man goes through depression, that's not allowed. Is that not allowed? Because it'd be a roar. Like, you need to support the woman when she's depressed.
Nah, that's wounded
But if a
masculinity.
dude
clearly.
is going through something,
It's just a
he's no longer masculine, and you got to fulfill the role, and you're mad. So you're going to leave the man when he's going through some things. You're
That's
bugging.
crazy.
Now, if it's enduring and he's just a wimp, for lack of a better term, and he's just a pushover and you can walk all over him all the time and stuff like that, why did you start dating the man?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, in the first place. But like, yo, for an example, if I, God forbid, I'll just say, all right, I had to have knee surgery before, right? So if I can't drive and you have to take the car to get washed, and that's something that I normally do, like, are you feeling like you're too masculine now? If you gotta like walk the trash can to the curb for pickup day, are you in your masculinity now? You gotta leave because I can't do that because my leg is broke.
You a beta now.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yo, come on. Like, yeah, what are y'all saying here? Like, yo, chill out, man.
I don't know.
Like, yo, there's duties that like, okay, sure, there may some of y'all may believe in gender roles and stuff like that. I gotta do. But like, yo, at the end of the day, as long as I don't know. I may be in a different role because when I was going through it, I'm on salary, so I'm getting paid regardless. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But for the fellas that may have to take off of work and they may not be bringing in the ends like that, then like, yo, you may have to pull the weight just for a tad bit. And that is, like you were saying, with the reference to the former clip, that may be at a low or one of the worst points in a relationship. And that's where it is, especially if you're married, you're doing that double ring thing. That's the for better or for worse right there.
There we go.
Together, because y'all a team. You know what I mean? You or me, I'm you. We won. Then I mean, when I'm down, you down, but you physically up. So let's get it together. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, nah, that was a good example there, my G. I like the different perspective there too.
Appreciate
I just have to
it.
say, I hate taking the trash out. So when I have a husband, look, you can be all the man of this relation. I don't need any masculinity. Like, take that trash out, please.
He said he hate making breakfast
Right.
sandwiches.
That's fine. I'll make the breakfast sandwiches. You take that trash
That's
out.
right. You good, Bree?
I'm good.
I feel like Bree had something to say, but you know what I mean.
Hey, Bree in here, man. We holding it down, man. That was the first half right there, man. Hey, I got to refill. I am totally dry on this drink right here, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. It's episode 21, man. We got
21.
Brianna in the building.
Prime
We
time.
got Natalie in the building.
Facts.
You know it's your boy Trevor Reese.
Hungry HD.
And we're going to be back. Come on, man. We
Yeah.
in the game, coach. Y'all know what time it is.
You are now tuned in
Peace
to
King,
the Peace
Peace King.
King
Listen.
podcast. Stay hungry, because name one person at the top who hasn't. Our designs are catered toward the ambitious, created to inspire those who strive to maximize their potential in everything they do. We make pieces simple enough to be worn with a number of outfit options, but flashy enough to still turn heads and make a statement. At Stay Hungry Cloth, you can expect high-quality materials made to live through many wears and proper wash cycles, with a fit that is fashionable but comfortable. Most of our styles are unisex, but we also have pieces just for you ladies. No matter if you are a sneakerhead, fitness addict who likes to be fly, or someone who just loves a dope t-shirt with a message, we got you covered. Members of the Peace Kingdom, we have an exclusive offer just for you. Visit stayhungrycloth.com and enjoy 15% off your first order with the code PKP15 used at checkout. That's PKP15 for 15% off your first order at stayhungrycloth.com. Stay Hungry Cloth. Ambition is a lifestyle. You are now tuned in
Peace
to
King,
the Peace
Peace King.
King
Listen.
podcast.
Welcome back.
Yes, sir.
Listen, I don't know what you've been doing with your life and like that past, you know what I mean, however long the break is. I have no idea how long it was.
It was
But
about like a minute, 30 seconds for them.
oh yeah, it probably was, right? In 30 seconds. That's long. I know what that is though. That's definitely long enough to go subscribe to Peace King Pod on
Most
YouTube.
def.
That's absolutely long enough to actually go follow Peace King Pod on the gram too.
Talk to them.
You know what I'm
On
saying?
YouTube.
Excuse me, I didn't hit up on.
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
Subscribe.
That's even actually long enough to go follow at the Hungry HD on the gram.
And at Trell_Maurice.
And I'm gonna be honest, with as much time as you had, you could also went and go follow.
Naturally, Natalie.
Brianna Renee Pickett.
She got the whole govy.
Yeah,
Right.
I'm gonna be honest.
As her joint, she
I'm
got the
special.
whole govy.
I'm gonna take it back. That probably wasn't long enough once you add on that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's still typing.
probably need a little extra time. But either way,
Renee Pickett. No, that's lit though. Hey, I don't know. Let
We
her
in
know.
there.
She said she proud of her name.
Right. She got nothing to
as it
hide.
should be. Yeah, I like
right.
it. I can dig
Nothing
it.
wrong with that.
I can
And
dig it.
peacekeepingpod.com.
That's a
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? The website is up and running.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? And those are several ways. Y'all done got the DMs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You got our personal ones. The at Peace King Pod on the gram.
Facts.
For the Speak Your Peace is coming at the end. Okay, so like, yo, we gonna get there. I know y'all chopping at the bit, but through the website and them DMs, that's where you could send it. Y'all gonna hear us say this again though.
And before we go, real quick, just before you jump into it, I just want to take time, man, because you know how we do. We like to show appreciation, man, because we real appreciative around here. And we understand that y'all are the heartbeat of what we doing. So
Indeed.
I think we picked up like another 100 followers in the last week. So shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah,
the numbers
man.
are growing. We on our way to 2,000 real quick.
Come on.
Real quick.
Let's
You know
get
what
the
I'm saying?
2K fast.
Yeah, and
man.
the subscribers is almost, I think, like almost 400 now. So
Yeah.
listen, man, it's rocking and rolling. The numbers on the Spotify and the streaming, the audio platforms, I should say.
Yeah.
rising to the top.
what I'm saying.
Keep rising to the top. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man,
So
we in here.
everything rising, man. So again, man, we love y'all for that. We appreciate
Indeed.
y'all. Keep tapping in. Don't be afraid to share with a friend. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And let's
Shout
just
out
keep
to
it
the
going.
Peace Kingdom.
Hey,
The Peace
talk
Kingdom,
about it. Talk
man.
about it.
Shout out to y'all.
Absolutely.
We couldn't do it without y'all, man. Give yourself another round
Salute.
of
You know
applause.
what I mean? I drink to that.
Yes, absolutely. Salute. All right, hey, man. We got another round of topics for this half now.
Let's
You
do it.
ready?
Y'all ready? Y'all strapped in? You know what I mean? So y'all can tap in.
You ready, B?
All right?
I'm ready.
Hey, man, we in here.
Let's
We
get
in
'em.
here, you know what I mean?
Y'all know the vibes.
Oh, talk about it. I ain't hear that one in a while.
Yeah, I know. I had to play that when I said tap in. I needed to play that for the one time. Like, hey, man, when we talk about changing, we change the topics, but we change. Some people be changing for people.
That's a
okay.
fact. That's a fact.
So, in your opinion, if a person changes for a partner, you know what I mean? When do you feel that it's genuine? Do you feel like some change is not genuine change, it's not for the better, and they shouldn't change a part of who they are just to satisfy a potential mate? Or do you think that sometimes it's good? I mean, what are your overall opinions about changing to satisfy a partner?
You
I'm-
said amen, but then you
anybody-
I
got
know,
me.
no way, but I'm
I was
gonna
confused.
exercise my executive power at this
You
time.
got it.
Ooh, ladies first. Ladies first. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yo, Bree, you let us know. You start this one off, all right? So, fellas, like, hey, I mean, you could do it something like whereas as if like, yo, I like the glasses, but I want you to only wear contacts. But you like wearing glasses. Is that a genuine change? If you switch that up, is that like I'm doing too much just to satisfy the dude, or what? Versus, I'm gonna give another scenario, but something similar to that. What are your thoughts?
I don't know. I feel like with the glasses, I think that I wouldn't feel like that's a genuine change for me. Like, let's say that I'm in a relationship with a man and he just wants to, he's just into like threesomes or whatever, and I'm conforming to it, and I'm just like, all right, well, let me go on and just be a lesbian for this man.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't feel like
talk about
that's.
glasses.
I don't think that's for the better.
She went.
She went
She
there.
went all the way in. She said, yo, I know I took the glasses off, but that's
Yeah,
a poor
forget the
example.
glasses.
I'm going to give a more extreme example
That is
that would
not
drive my
extreme.
point home. It's not extreme. So all right, you're saying that if you're not into women, but the dude wants threesomes and stuff, and you know that's not a part of you, that's too much of a change to satisfy the
That's
guy.
not genuine.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Okay, but if it's like, hey, I do like a woman that goes to church with me. Are you willing to change up your Sunday routine and join me in church sometimes?
If I'm atheist, I don't think that would be good. But if I do,
I would hope you wouldn't. Well, I mean, I don't.
Coming in hot.
Hey,
there's some people that don't believe.
I would.
but
You
but
wouldn't be
in
with
a
a
sense-
Christian though.
Right, in a
Valid.
situation where
It's valid.
the person believe but they haven't gone for like ever.
I think that if I want that man, then I'm gonna go to church.
Hey, talk to him nice. Talk to him
Yeah.
twice. Okay, all right. Yeah. So that could be a genuine change right there. I agree with that one.
That was actually the example I was thinking of. Was like if I were to date someone that doesn't go to church.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna stop going to church for him. Right. So it would have to be the other way around.
Okay.
So
Damn, babe, can you spend some time with me on Sunday?
no, not unless it's with the Lord.
There we go. She said not from 8 to 11.
Right.
Or whatever time the service be. I don't even know nowadays. How long is church service? Back in the
church
day,
is
them
short.
churches used to be
Till
dumb
5
long.
p.m.
No, I don't. See, I used to go to a Pentecostal church where
Yeah.
you be sun up to sundown, you in church. But no, my
They be
church
like-
now is an hour. Okay,
I'm
You
not-
get out.
Respectfully, wrap it up, B.
Wrap it up. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, my son's mom, whatever, they used to go to like Catholic church. I don't even know 100% why this was the case. It really didn't make a lot of sense. But
Yeah.
the one they went to actually happened to be the pastor itself actually had to be pretty decent. But I say all this to say, we was a little off topic, but they service was like straight and to the point. So my joint was like good for you. I was like, oh yeah, I could do this. You know what I'm saying? Like you used to go in a regular, Baptist or whatever church, you be in there for 5 hours. It'd be like, yo, fam, all right.
Like,
fam. You know
how many songs the choir going to sing?
Right. And now another selection.
You got the praise
Right.
team.
The step
you got
team.
the dancers. Like, yo, y'all got the announcements is a whole
And
show.
don't let somebody catch the Holy Ghost. Then it's a whole nother.
The Baptist basketball team.
No,
Like,
it'd be a lot. It'd be a lot. And I forgot what comedian was like, the service takes so long because they be repeating, the pastor be repeating everything.
Right.
Like, yo, that's a fact, bro.
You
Like,
said that already.
hey, let him speak. Let him speak.
Hecklers and stuff. But hey, yo, my man. Hey, nowadays I got Hulu Live Sports. I'll be over there.
It's terrible.
Watching
See,
the
my
game.
pastor likes sports, so he tries to get out because he wants to catch the game. So he's like, I'm not
I can
gonna hold
dig it.
y'all.
I can
We
dig it.
going.
I could dig it.
All right. So I think throughout life we naturally will change. Like you're gonna grow. You're gonna become a different version of yourself, especially if you're in a very long relationship. For example, if you get with a person when you're 28, by the time you're 38, you're totally different. You're not the same. You're gonna grow together. So with those new interests, like let's say that you all of a sudden get interested in yoga, for example, or meditating, and you want your partner to do that, and that's just something they didn't do. I think that's a genuine change for the better of the relationship. Like, you know what? I could change up my morning routine to meditate with you or something like that. That's cool. Or let's say I was with a woman and her morning routine was like she gets up, jumps in the shower, get ready, make food, leave. And it's like, you don't ever make the bed? Like what?
I don't know if that's a good example.
You're not going to ever.
What's your example?
I feel like
Get the
now,
censorship ready.
I think nowadays people are juggling how to keep a man. So how much are you willing?
Oh, that wasn't even, my bad. I was anticipating.
I was
about to say,
nothing
go
bad.
ahead. Go ahead.
I think people are juggling how to keep a man. Like, how much are you willing to do to keep your man?
Oh, see, that's a different perspective.
Well, let me add this to it, right? So, because I feel like what we're doing right now is what it makes sense because it's what a lot of us do in real life when we come to a lot of situations, even past dating. We always think about things in the best light, right? Like in the greatest times, like in the most fruitful outcome. We don't ever really consider the other side of it. So when you think about changing for someone because you want to be with them, you feel like they're a worthy person, or you can see, this being the one, so to speak. So you're willing to make a change. But what about those times when y'all not in alignment and you're not feeling them and things are shaky? In those moments, are you still gonna like feel great about that change? Or is it gonna be like throw it in their face or resentment, like, yo, I'm doing this for you and now you know what I'm saying? So it's like that could be the energy. And I feel like that's why it's a great question is if it's genuine. Because if it's really genuine, then are you gonna be resentful and bitter even if the relationship doesn't work out? You understand what I'm saying?
Big facts. Let's see if I can get a more worthy example. Where your drink at, man? Let's talk stuff real quick before Bria and I started duking it out of it. I'm just playing. I never would. Nah, but argue like crazy with a woman. That's what I mean. But for example, all right, I've said it like, I got 2 children. I don't want any more children.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want a woman to totally change her thoughts about like, you know what? Maybe I don't have to have kids. And they resent me 10 years from now.
That's a great example.
Yeah, that's a good
Is
example.
that a good example?
Maybe they could think that, I don't know, maybe they can think that they're a good woman and maybe you would change your mind.
Yeah, but see, for me, I wouldn't want to change her mind.
Yeah.
I would feel like that's why I try to answer the question at the beginning without like not it being leading. I don't want to lead the leader in a sense. Like, hey, what are your thoughts on children in the future? Like, is your plan to have more children if she already has a child? Or do you want to have children in the future? But even the way I just said it, I try not to even say it like that because it makes it seem as if I want to.
Yeah, you leading.
I say it in a fashion in which that is like, I don't want to lead her to believe that I do or I do not. I want her to. So usually I'll just say, hey, what are your thoughts on children?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you having children, what are your overall thoughts on that? And then I hear what she got to say, and it lets me know if there's a true future or not.
So if a girl says maybe,
no wonder she's a girl. She ain't with me. You feel what I'm saying? I mess with girl and women over here,
if
man.
a woman says,
bad.
maybe, but what if she says that having a man is more important?
If she said it like that, I might be convinced. No, I'm just playing. She put on.
But no,
the
what if
sexual.
she's indifferent?
But if
like,
if she's indifferent, it is a feel. It's a feel. I gotta truly believe. I'm gonna be a bit skeptical depending on the age of the woman. You know what I mean? If she's 36 and she's
I
like,
think that specific number.
I don't know.
It was kind of
Right.
36
You're
is
in
almost
like-
almost.
I just turned
Geriatric.
36.
36 is almost.
Geriatric is crazy for 36.
Geriatric.
Because I now feel like you're coming at me.
No,
you know what I'm
we
saying? 'Cause
fighting.
if
saying,
you're
I'm
geriatric
saying.
at 36, what are you at 43, my brother? You know what I'm saying? I
No,
just
for
need
a
that.
woman, it's a geriatric pregnancy.
That's true. That is
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I should let you finish this.
Yeah.
I know.
My fault.
We're up in arms. She's a geriatric.
I'm 37. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm older
It
than
doesn't
that.
matter for y'all.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Abraham, shout out. He had a baby at 90.
that thing
apparently,
still be
you believe.
thinking.
You know what I'm saying? But like,
Busting shots.
Robert De Niro, Al Pacino.
Yeah, they wild.
Right.
I can't say they wilding because listen, they life is set. They live their dream out. The bag is bagging. So, what I will say is this though, a couple points. But I actually want you to, because I feel like you had something when she said earlier, like you had a reaction. So I feel like I kind of want you to say what that was, if you still remember it. But that's like a big key, like because I thought about other side of it, because I feel like I've been in those situations where people have done things for the sake of their relationship or just being with somebody, and then you find out later that was the reason, and then there is that resentment and there's that bitterness. But for the other party, that shit don't feel good either. Like, because for me, it's like, oh, this was all built on a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this ain't, I don't even know who you really are. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't really you. You know what I'm saying? So you bring so many things into question that is detrimental to everybody all around. And even when you said the example of, of her saying like, before a man, she would do it, I would probably even back away from that, because now it was like, you willing to sacrifice your morals or whatever you have, your non-negotiables, just to be with someone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like a desperation type of thing at that point. I'm looking at it
So what
like,
if kids is just, if it happens, if it doesn't, what if she's just been dodging him her whole life? Like,
kids or
dodging.
kids.
Well, if you've been dodging your whole life, then why stop dodging now? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Dodge, dip,
Yeah.
dive, duck, dodge.
Right.
Shout out to Dodgeball.
that's when I was just like, what if a man is more important than the kids?
I think what I reacted
Oh,
to.
you meant not having kids, but just being with a man.
Yeah. What if
Oh,
that's
okay,
more
I
important?
misunderstood you. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is I reacted to you saying something about what if I can change his mind.
Yeah.
And I don't remember if it was you, Charles, said it on live, but somebody said once that men get into relationships hoping the woman doesn't change, and then women go into relationships hoping they do change. And that's the whole problem. It wasn't you. Okay. I was trying to
That's
give
a
you credit.
ball,
for
though.
something.
You should have said credit. That was
I
a
know
ball.
you should
Hey,
have.
I can't do it.
That's why they call him the
Honest
incomparable,
man,
ladies and
honest
gentlemen.
man.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
gotta be honest.
Honorable man right here.
Hey, my man Shauna Forrest would have been like, I say that.
Right. I don't know who said it, but
They would have been watching the pod like, you just took credit for something I said, man. No,
I should have just said it and made it my thought. But anyway.
shout out to my guys.
But yeah, I think that's a huge problem with women, is that we go into relationships,
talk
and it
about
might
it.
be because we're desperate. We've talked about, the desperation part of it. We go into these relationships and we're like, well, he doesn't have this thing, but maybe maybe I can change his mind, or maybe
Talk about it.
if I just kind of like keep hinting at it, maybe I can switch it up. But
That's because we think we special.
we do,
And it turns
but it
into
doesn't
that
end up
pick-me
well.
kind of thing.
Right.
Like, I mean, that women are the prize. That's the whole like
Apparently,
theory
men say they're the
statement.
prize.
I was gonna say not anymore.
Well, because now the tides are changing. Now we're getting into that era, like I said earlier. Like we're getting into that era of men being more vocal, speaking their mind, being more aware. And so like the more you are of all those things, it allows you to stand on, you know what I'm saying, who you are a little more. And then men are aware again, especially like let's talk about our culture, so we talk about numbers. You're aware that if you're a certain caliber man, that you probably are a little more scarce. So it's like, oh, I don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Like settle for this or that. I don't have to, deal with this or that. I can kind of pick and choose and take my time and I can kind of be a little more. And listen, this is like an honorary, I guess you bugging. Some dude you bugging, right? Like you take it a little too far, you get into the disrespectful bag. It's like you don't gotta do all that. But it's like some dudes do be on something like, oh well, take it, leave it. Like they just, they talk dirty. You know what I'm saying? It's like it is what it is because I know who I am. I know my value, so to speak. I know what I bring to the table. And I know that a lot of women want this. So it's like, all right, if you don't want to deal with whatever, all right, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving on. And so, which is not the right way to go, again, like I said. But we are in an era where that's a reality. And I feel like that's a reality that a lot of women are having a hard time coming to grips with, which I understand because it's been such a certain way for a long time. And now that shit is changing. It's like it's almost asking you to go cold turkey with advancing into where we are now, which is unfair to the women. So I get it. And which is why I always preach more grace. You know what I'm saying? Just having more grace with each other.
Yeah. I operate from my desire is in friendships, business partnerships, collaborations, relationships is win-win. I'm always in the win-win mindset. So with that, I view with the prize thing, like I want both of us to believe that we, like the other one is a prize. Like,
right.
Yo,
that's it.
I want to feel like I just got a gem. Mm-hmm. I got like this prized possession. Like I don't own you. I don't own you. It's a figure of speech. Like just don't bump my head off. All right, like I got this prized woman over here, and I just won something. I gained something great, and I want her to feel the same way. So with that, that's why I'm like, yo, it's a win-win. So who the prize? We all are. Like if you desire someone, and it's that chemistry, right? That mutual interest that we mentioned on previous episodes, right? Like, yo, if there's a mutual interest there, you're going to feel like it's win-win. You're going to feel like, I just got a great prize. And the opposite should feel the same way.
If you know the song, sing along. If I gave you diamonds and pearls.
We're going to cut that out. We're going to cut that out.
You know what I'm saying? Listen.
You got the Bible thumpers that are just like...
We mentioned geriatric earlier.
A man who finds a wife finds a good thing.
Finds a good thing,
yeah. So you don't think that these women think that they're the prize?
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, a woman should feel that way, that they should be working to being a good prize. I mean, you got the prize. If you look at the fair, you got the like rinky-dink prize, and then you got the huge bear over there that's hanging. Like, there's different levels to these prizes now.
But now let's not be ignorant to the other side of that, right? There's perception. And there's reality. I know, a lot of times one can be the other, but that's certainly what the word says, and that's certainly what society used to say. But now we live in an era of social media where everybody shares their thoughts 24/7. And every time you look up, the number one request and desire from most women is to be in a relationship, like to be in a fruitful relationship, to be married. Now, whether they're saying it directly or whether they're saying it through the captions or innuendos, through whatever posts, that's the constant desire. So as a man, if I'm looking at that, it's like, so now who feels like the prize for real? Because it's like, I don't see a lot of men posting like, yo, where's my man? I'm just waiting for my man, you know what I'm saying? Like future husband, blah, blah. Like, God is me again, blah, blah, blah. Like, you don't really see men doing that. But you can see literally thousands of women every day posting these things.
Everybody posting, my woman, my woman, my woman.
Right.
Where they be like, my man, my man.
Right.
Well,
It's a little
you
suspect.
said, what does he say? What does the word say? He who finds his what?
A wife finds a good thing.
He who finds a what?
A wife.
He who finds a
Not a
Wife.
husband.
she needs to act.
Like a wife.
Like,
She needs
ooh,
to
talk
be
about it.
She needs to be Proverbs 31.
That's why they talk
A
about
virtuous woman. You see how it all comes
I'm
together.
not going to lie. Number one, that's why they
Come
call
on,
him the
man.
incomparable.
Hey, man.
Number two,
We ain't here tonight. We got to clap.
I feel like I need extra claps or sound for naturality because she be tapped in, man. She be tapped in to the episodes and she knows what's going on.
She said Proverbs 31. Hey,
Wait,
virtuous woman.
I'm not giving y'all credit for that though, because I've been
Damn.
studying Proverbs 31. That was
I'm
just
not gonna
an
lie,
extra
you
gem.
can't do that. After
May
I
not
hear
have heard it
claps,
here
you know what I'm saying? You
first.
can't. You know what I
But you
mean?
heard it
You
here.
can't do that.
Nah, but I like that you did bring that up because it is he who finds a wife finds a good thing, and it's it goes to the point where we talked about when does a man know this, that, and the third, but like regardless of when he knows, when he finds that, and it's likely going to be someone who has the characteristics to be a virtuous woman, and a lot of the things that made her virtuous that was mentioned in the Proverbs 21. Some of them women may be like, oh, well, that's masculine.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Because if she's flipping stuff, if she's multiplying,
she was
women were made to multiply.
That's a fact.
Come on now, you get them a seed, they're gonna multiply that.
I'm about to
into
say,
a
yeah,
person.
literal
You
sense,
get them
yeah.
groceries, they may make a meal. You get them a house, they may make a home. You feel what I'm saying? Like y'all made to
fact.
make things happen, just like that virtuous woman now. You know what I mean? Say he who finds a wife, act accordingly. Find us a good thing. Man, we in the building, coach. Y'all dropping gems. We got the ladies dropping gems and
that's a
verses
fact.
and stuff. Come
That's a
on, talk
fact.
to me
I'm
nice
gonna
then.
switch it up. So you saying that she needs to act like a wife. So how much of a wife does she need to act like? Like what am I doing to keep my husband?
I say needs, but
What changes am I making? Am I getting
Say
friendly?
what you're thinking. Go ahead. I'm trying to see it brewing over there.
So what is acting like a wife? Is that the question?
like how much am I acting like a wife to keep my husband? Like what am I doing? Am I doing everything to keep you? Am I bringing another woman in just so you won't step out? Am I?
Take a left turn.
Sounds like
right.
a personal situation.
I don't
Like,
know.
wait,
I
that's
don't
the
know.
second time you brought that up.
No, it's how much are you willing to do to keep your husband?
Okay, all right.
How much am I changing?
So are we talking actual double ring thing? We like y'all holy matrimony, like this is marriage. You talking in that situation?
Yeah, because we were talking about changing.
Forever, my lady.
Ooh, yeah. It's
Like a dream.
Come on, man. Hey, so with your spouse, you're saying how much is, repeat the question one more time. With your spouse, I just needed to know if you were talking actual husband and wife. Because I said I was going off of he who finds a wife, but I was saying like act like a wife before you may actually be a wife.
Right.
But act like that's a whole nother topic. Y'all be getting up in arms.
Just
on that.
act like you're
But just
worthy of being a
Of
wife.
being- thank you, thank you.
Before being.
So you're saying how much should a wife do to keep her husband?
Yeah.
I mean, they should have figured that out during like the engagement.
Right.
And
Bing
I'm
bong.
saying, how
relationship.
much am I doing to keep you from stepping out on
Why
me?
is he stepping out?
He should.
Apparently,
Where's he going?
It's hard. It's hard to keep a man
In the
satisfied.
name of love.
It's hard to keep them satisfied.
Who told you that?
Hey, I hear a lot that guys, it's in their nature to just want to conquer pussy.
Let me say something to you.
You didn't have the-
I'm not. You had to be ready.
That's why I took that
wasn't ready.
pause.
The beat, yeah.
It's in their nature to conquer. pussy.
Listen.
He didn't cover it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Wasn't loud
Her
enough.
delivery just a little different with it. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna. I kind of like it.
I think that's why you. I think you might tell me why you made it. You know what I mean? Listen, I'm gonna say this. A light bulb just kind of went on. A light bulb moment for me. So I think that might be the problem, right? So I feel like a lot of women focus too much on that aspect of it. I'm gonna be honest, man. As a man, you know, Trell will speak his piece after this, but as a man, it's the sexual satisfaction and the physical satisfaction is definitely. I don't know what just happened.
What's that word?
I don't know what I said. I was
Satisfaction.
I was just pushing through. I don't know what y'all got going on over here.
Sorry.
Listen,
Satisfaction.
sexual satisfaction. All right. I don't know what I said. When I watch it back though, I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know what I said.
Dictionary. We're gonna start that one.
Oh, listen.
Boy, if you don't.
By the way, coming soon to peacekingpod.com will be the PKP dictionary.
We need
There
a
you go.
dictionary.
You know what I'm saying?
for
We
real.
will be putting that up.
Satisfaction.
Satisfaction is going in there.
I don't know. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? Sexual satisfaction, I guess, is what I was looking for. You know what I'm saying? But
I don't get no satisfaction.
faction. You know what I'm saying? Listen,
Oh, Lord.
sometimes you drink the drink, sometimes the drinks drink you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying?
That was me episode 20 heavy. Like, yo, we in the game, coach.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, listen, all right, so I feel like women.
All right, we in here.
I'm definitely over here making up
Go
words.
on, satisfaction.
But I know, right? And I said it again too, confidently, because I didn't even catch on yet. I'm bugging out. So yeah, right. Sexual satisfaction is a thing that I feel like women harbor on because they feel like that's the main thing with men. It's a big thing with men, but that's not the main thing with men. It's all the other things that you guys actually need to focus on to please your man and make him happy. You know what I'm saying? Like most men want a soft place to land. You know what I'm saying? Most men want a place where they could be vulnerable, be themselves. Most men want somebody that just feels like they have a true partner, a teammate in a corner. Most men just want somebody that feel like, again, like when the chips are down, if things ain't going their way, you gonna hold it down and you not gonna hold it over my head later too.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Facts.
it's all these other things that I feel like women miss. And I'm not blaming it on y'all because society has brought us up a certain way, which has taught y'all a certain way to handle us. So we all got the game fucked up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it comes down to. But the sexual aspect is just one side of it. You know what I mean? It's this whole other thing that really makes up the larger piece of the puzzle. And when I feel like when you focus on that and get that right, it really ain't that hard. You know what I'm saying? To keep them. You know what I'm saying? In my experience, most men that experience that side in a different way, they ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They locked in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, talk about it. Let's talk about it.
This may go a little off topic for a second, but something you said was pivotal and brought up a thought I want to hit on. That you mentioned grace earlier. That's what we got to do with each other, men and women. We need to give each other grace and understanding. We're all human. We all people. We have to allow each other to be the whole person.
I like that.
Allow your partner to be the whole person.
Right.
Some of these traits that we're associating with feminine and masculine are people traits. Like allow them to be the whole person. A woman can be assertive at times. Okay, assertive. All right, passionate, vulnerable. You know what I mean? Sad, upset, angry. She's a whole person. Happy, joy, all of the things that we experience as humans, she's going to experience.
Right.
Allow her to be that whole person. Ladies, a man is a person. He's going to be sad. He's going to have hurt. He's going to need to vent or be vulnerable. It's like we got to hold it up. Who we talking to? We ain't talking to the world about our issues. We ain't talking to our homies all the time about the issues. So you mentioned the soft space. That's what brought the startup right here. When you when you're in that relationship, you may be his sounding board, his soft space.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because he's still a whole person. Allow him as well to be a whole person to experience all of the emotions and things that come with being human. Sad, joy, happiness. Like, yo, if you confused right now, watch the movie Inside Out. Like, and get all the I'm just saying. Like, yo, there's a lot or whatnot that comes with being human, and both men and women are going to experience the gamut. Now, sometimes men will showcase more of one side of being a human, and women may showcase another side.
Sure.
And there's other dynamics to it all. But yeah, I think if we provide each other grace and understand that we are all human, allow that person to be a whole person at times, we'll be better off for it. Come on, man.
Talk about it.
A clap on
That man talking over there. You heard him? He talking. You know what I mean? He's over there talking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he launched that one. That was an alley-oop over there. I had to like.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. You know what I mean? I don't mean to do this to y'all. I mean like flex on y'all real quick, but I mean it might just be like one of the you know what I mean, the best duos in the space.
Big
you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It might just be. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. You know what I mean?
what we do.
Welcome. You know what I mean? Like, we've been here for a while. You late to the party. You know what I'm saying? Like, we welcome you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man,
welcome.
we just getting started.
Yeah, you already. Yeah, definitely.
What you got to say, Bree?
I feel like Bree got something brewing. I feel like it.
I thought when you were saying grace, I thought you were gonna say a hall pass.
I'm not going to lie.
Wow.
What
Said allow each other grace, so I'm like a hall pass.
Nah, not a hall pass. I don't believe in the hall pass stuff though.
Why?
I love you.
My lady ain't nobody touch my lady. I pay for them titties. Get your own. You feel what I'm saying? Shout out to Big
Why you
Pun.
pay for them? No.
I just want.
Nah, she ain't know the balls. She ain't know the balls, though. That's why she ain't know the balls.
Like, yo, like, it's a Big Pun line. R.I.P. Rest in peace, that's a Big Pun.
Facts.
But like, yo, so, but nah, ain't nobody touching what I lay down with my lady that I done walk down the
Can
aisle.
somebody
on.
touch you?
We ain't talking about me right now. Like,
I'm asking.
I'm just like, no, ain't nobody touching me neither, except for my woman.
Can somebody touch you?
Even another woman?
Ain't no another woman touching me unless we
What
saying
we
grace,
talking
so we
about?
holding hands in prayer.
Pass.
Hall pass?
Yeah.
Unless it's an agreement or something.
I'm
Like-
going to tell you something.
That's what I was talking about.
In my current situation, a hall pass would be the absolute last thing I get. You know what I'm saying? So
Let
not
them
at
know.
all. You know what I'm saying? Not at all.
We ain't doing that over here. You believe in that?
No. No,
Okay.
I can't share my man.
Okay.
My man.
That was a good one. You know what I mean? Hey, I like that.
That's one thing I'm not gonna change. Is there something you feel like you're gonna change?
I think it's hard to know without knowing the person. Like, if there's something that he strongly feels like, I prefer that you wear blue instead of pink. You know, like, I don't know why somebody would strongly feel about that. But, like, it's not that important to me. But if it's important to him, like, I would change it. You know what I mean?
Have you seen the movie Indecent Proposal?
Yeah, I ain't seen it in a long
That's an
time,
old
but
school.
yeah, I seen
That's
it.
an old school movie.
We showing our
But
age out here.
I know, right? Dang.
See, you calling us geriatric.
Have you heard of that? Indecent Proposal?
No.
So basically on a couple's wedding night, they were celebrating, and this very wealthy man saw the bride, and he was very attracted to the bride, and gave a proposal. I give you X amount of dollars
Wow.
Would you do it?
to
With your
allow me
wife.
to sleep with your wife.
Would you do it?
You talking about first
how-
night
how
of being
much?
married? $1 million.
How much you need $1 million,
I give you
though?
$1 million to sleep with your bride.
Paying off a car.
Who wants to
paying
be
off
a millionaire?
house.
You know what I mean?
Bruh,
Right.
no, because at that moment, your relationship, I don't
That's
want to
done.
go in the movie. Like,
Yeah.
even the crazy thing is, even when you're propositioned with that, the amount of time that you think
That reaction
It
time.
counts for something. Yeah,
that
yeah,
right
yeah,
there
yeah.
just tells you how deep is your love.
So you
Come on.
saying the first night?
That's what I thought I was going.
You saying the first night?
Go on the beat. Yeah, talk about it. We out here.
How long is what's a good amount of time?
Deep is your love? My bad. I got too many songs.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's too many songs.
We gotta give it to him. We gotta give it to him.
Sweating all of them.
Listen, I'm not be honest.
Does it take a year?
For what?
You allow a proposal?
No, nobody. No, I'm not letting nobody suit my wife, no matter how much money it is. Unless, 10 members.
Oh, so there's a price.
Everybody got a price.
There's always a price.
If you give me a billy, I'd be like, hey, babe, hold on.
Who's really proposing $1 billion?
Listen, now you
we
never know.
hypotheticals?
You never know.
Okay,
some people that got
100,
like some people that's out there that's worth 66 billion. Like they could spare $1 billion. You know what I'm saying?
Would you do it for $1 million?
Is crazy.
Nah, I wouldn't do it for $1 million.
Hold on.
$1 million or billion?
$1 million.
Nah, from my wife. Nah. I can't do it.
A year down the road.
A year down. No. If I'm gonna just gotta cut to the chase. If it's gonna happen, it gotta happen earlier, like before we get to that place.
Night.
Like no, before marriage, like before proposal, it gotta happen. But like,
then you would still propose
early in the game.
Proposal, it was wedding night.
Yeah, right. That's tough.
You
wedding
have to be married. When is a good time?
Though, because maybe later on in the marriage might be a better time. I might be
like,
more.
am I balling already?
right.
Do we got that?
We might have to have a team meeting. Hey, look, you know what I'm saying?
You got to think about it though. Y'all
Team
have your
meeting real
bachelor parties.
What that mean?
Yeah, but
I'm like,
don't
believe
that
I need
goes.
some rules. Like if he coming with if he coming with 100 M's, I'm like,
is your
I'm
woman
like,
worth 100 M's?
I'm like, just don't give him head.
That's the deal breaker. That's where you draw the line.
Hey, who ass is this?
Wow.
She belongs to the streets.
Just destroy the pussy, but not the mouth.
Hey,
How you know he gonna destroy it? It may be
No
a
head.
damn thank you, ma'am.
no
He's paying that much
gooch.
money. I'm pretty
He's
sure he's
destroying it.
He
Exactly.
probably like he wanted for the night. You know what I mean?
Probably
I
nutted in her
I
and all
wouldn't,
that.
I wouldn't be able to sleep that night. That's crazy. I wouldn't be able to sleep. I wouldn't be able to look at her the same. She'd be
You're
like, "These goods."
allowing it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, money ain't everything. That's what I'm doing this for jokes and for entertainment. Okay, like real and all actuality. No, I'm not. No, I'm not willingly doing anything. Now, if she said, like, "Hey, we just came up with 100 M's," you lie. No, we got 100 M's. How?
I just had to suck his dick.
Whoa.
I'm like-
How we get here?
I'm like that.
I'm gonna be honest. You gotta keep it.
The
You
vulgarity.
gotta keep your hand ready. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You gotta stay ready out here.
We're 100 million.
Stay ready. You ain't gotta get ready.
She
You know what I'm saying?
she gonna be like, "Hey, you got it." He gonna do Richard Millie or whatever. I think that's.
Babe, we just got 100 million. I just had to suck his dick.
I'm like, why you had to
I
say it
have
like
the
that?
money in hand.
I'm like, why you couldn't just say you had to like be with the guy? Like, yeah, I'm be like, yo,
You gonna ask, what did I do
no,
though?
I ain't. Ignorance is bliss.
That's a fact.
Okay.
How did we get here?
I'll be like, yo, I don't need to know not a
know.
land, not
Not
a.
a
Did the
land,
money
not a-
hit the account? Are you safe? Okay, go get tested.
Yeah.
Make sure you don't got nothing.
Let's do that.
I don't ever talk about it again.
No.
Let's go spend this money.
I'm be like, well, you gonna chill. I'm gonna go take a vacation.
You ain't time out.
You done did enough already. I appreciate you, but you might need the rest. I'm going to holla at the boys. Peace King Podcast. We about to do a quick little tour or something like that. We going on the road. All right, like, but I do appreciate what you did for the household. That's what I'm gonna tell her. Like, hey, yeah, I mean, you took one for the team for real. It better have only been one you took for the team.
Lord.
I ain't gonna lie though.
Only one?
Hey man.
How many? You're making this.
There's another
Freak,
100.
freak
There's
woman,
another
that's
100.
her. Like, yo,
He offered me another deal.
Oh yeah, now we getting crazy now. Now we getting crazy.
Now we getting crazy?
Yeah, we getting crazy now. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the more I think about it, too, as I hear y'all talking, like,
nah.
if this my wife, I don't really. This is probably priceless, man. I don't know if it's a number that could be thrown out that'll make me be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because especially, I'm just thinking about the fact that obviously I've never been married before. It's taking me this long, so when I actually do, the way I feel about that woman, like, yeah, it just can't, because it's too many. It just makes things too questionable. You know what I'm saying? At that point, it brings in too many cracks into the relationship, I think, and too many ways it can go left. But you know, I'm just, when I answer the question now, I'm just thinking about it from, you know, my standpoint now. Just thinking about like, hey, you know what I mean, to come up in legacy, what you could build.
Yeah.
So you gotta take, you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta take one for the team sometimes.
I'll pay $100 million to suck your dick.
Wow.
Are you accepting that?
What's going on?
Come on.
Where's Marvin Gaye when you need him, man? What's it going?
This should be
Rest in peace to the
automatic. This
legend.
should be automatic no.
Well, that's right. I'm married and you ask. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy.
I'm accepting that.
That's crazy though. Yeah,
accepting that?
just the toppy for 100. I'm like, man, she just only going to
Like, I'm not
put
even,
it
I'm
in
not,
the mouth.
hey, I'm sorry.
You know what I mean? Just like, yeah, 100 mil.
I might not even ask for permission.
Wow.
Well, you
Because
just
it's
said take it
different
to
for
the
me.
grave, right?
I feel like it's different.
she can't suck a dick for $100 million.
No.
I can't. I can't.
But you can get your dick sucked.
Perfect.
The double standards.
For 100.
The double
Perfect.
standards.
This is generational. This is real generational wealth right here. My grandkids,
Hey, it's a
my
lot of money
great
for some
grand's gonna
dick
be
sucking.
good. I'm not gonna lie. That's you turning the tides with that one.
Hey, man.
I'm going to you now, ma'am.
It's like moving.
You're not
mountains.
thirsty. You're not thirsty.
Natalie said, somebody said,
Facts. Now, I know I just realized Natalie been mad quiet this whole time. Mad quiet.
she said,
Are you sucking dick for
there's
$100 million?
there's a
have
lot
no
of
contribution to
fellatio
this
talk.
conversation.
All right, so let's transition on that topic. Let's
Ain't no
transition to the next topic because it's related.
Joe.
It's related. It's
Yeah,
related.
we definitely already way into this.
It's related.
The zone already.
It's related. All right. Let's talk about, since we in the bedroom already. You know what I'm
Demon
saying?
time alert.
We got to shout out to, you know what I mean? And then if you in the bedroom, you getting, whether it's an indecent proposal, a hall pass,
Facts.
or you just not married, you just out there doing your thing. We want you to be safe, okay?
Oh yeah,
100
please be
million.
safe.
You know what I mean? Because get tested. But if you happen to
There
be
you go.
having intercourse, you know what I mean? Make sure you do so with B condom.
Be kind.
Okay, like yo, I mean, be condoms. Hey, can you hand me this card, please? I think I remember. I mean, I got it off memory, but I don't want to mess up. Man, like yo, check me out, y'all. Hey man, it's B Condom. It's a black-owned condom company, odorless,
black on,
vegan,
black on, black
pH
on, black.
friendly, FDA approved. It's
Facts.
available at Walmart, CVS, and Target.
Target.
Come
Talk
on,
about it.
man. Like yo, it's a black-owned condom brand. Excuse me.
That's
It's
a
B
fact.
Condoms. They got ultra thin. They got the rag dash. They got large and extra large. You know what I mean? Like yo, and the
Even
classics and all that.
smalls.
What? No, it's not. I don't think
I
it's
don't
called
think they say
classic.
small.
It says classic.
Like
Classic.
Classic.
That's a nice word for
I
small.
don't like. I don't
like how
what
she
you're
said
doing.
that.
Yeah, I don't like what you're doing
how
right
she
now.
said that.
I don't like that.
like they got smalls. No, don't not of them. None one of them say small.
Okay, this one's
It says classic.
No, that's classic.
Classic.
That ain't small.
Actually, what I want to do is this.
It looks classic.
We gotta
That's
do this.
classic.
We
You
gotta
ain't
do
gonna
this.
talk bad about our brand.
No, it's a good brand.
This is
It
big condoms.
No, it's
this
an
is a
amazing
classic.
brand. It
Gentlemen,
promotes
if you're
all
using the
sizes.
classic, don't be mad.
Don't be ashamed, man.
Come on.
Like I told
using
y'all.
the, where,
That's
where
a
is
fact.
that? Where
Right
the
here.
joint?
That's the one I was holding up. I told y'all this 2 episodes ago. Don't use this if you need a classic. If you need a classic, use a classic.
Yes.
Like, yo, come on.
You know what I'm saying?
So,
I think it's good. It promotes all sizes. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Before you go deep into the topic though,
go ahead.
guess get
Oh.
treats. You know what I'm saying? So
They
go
get the
ahead.
treats.
Good. I'm good on
Pass
that.
the offering around. You know what I mean? Take a couple.
Offering basket.
No. You know what I mean? Take a couple.
She can
She
have
said
the ones
she
I don't
need to
need.
be
We got to
prepared.
share with other
You
guests.
gotta be
You know what I'm
prepared.
saying?
Like, dang, she like the ultra thin.
The ultra thins. You
ultra
can
thin.
feel
Take 2. You want to
everything.
take 2? Take 2.
You can take the one I didn't take.
Take 2.
Try to feel the law.
There you
Feeling
go.
everything.
Because
she
B
got too ultra thin. She
B
wanna feel
condoms.
the law.
If you didn't know, B condoms is out here protecting the culture.
Come on
so
now.
that's what we doing too. You know what I'm saying?
Protect
We got to
the
carry
culture.
that.
Shout
over.
out to B
You know what I mean?
Condoms for providing for all shapes and sizes,
Facts.
balls, and and letting the ladies feel everything they need to feel.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Even with the ultra thinnies that she picked 2 of them off. Hey man, like yo, we in here. So speaking of like getting it in, let's talk about the do's and the goats, the don'ts, or the must-haves and the no-goes. So let's start with the no-goes. All right, give me 3. Top 3 no-goes in the bedroom.
In the bedroom.
I'm gonna let you go.
first.
I feel like people know a little more about me.
I mean, yeah. I mean, but me personally, anything in the booty is a no for me.
Okay,
That's a no-go.
No
Why?
No butt play.
I just,
No
it's
log
not
cabin.
It's a thing. It's
But
just not.
why though?
I don't want that.
I like that.
I just don't. I have no
She
interest.
said, I just.
Not even a finger?
No.
Oh, what? And
A tongue?
No.
Oh.
Ew.
What you mean?
Extra
ew?
no.
I don't know about
That's
that.
unsanitary.
Oh wow.
That means that you don't want your
No.
stuff eaten.
No, that's not what that means.
So hold on now. You
Because that's
going
different.
too far now.
It's very different.
Can't make this shit up.
It's not the same thing.
I'm like, well, I like this exchange. Go ahead.
This is pretty good. This is
good.
kind of
I like
entertaining
it.
on the
No,
low
I
scale.
like it.
All right,
Two
so
different
no butt
perspectives.
play. All right.
Butt play. I can't think of any. Like, I guess. I mean, don't be selfish.
Okay. Don't be selfish.
Okay. It's a good one.
There's no wrong answers here.
Yeah, I can't
Facts.
think of a
No
third
wrong
one.
answer.
It's been a long time, so I got to think.
Since
Come
I
back to me
left
for the
you.
third one.
Without a dope D to step 2.
Step 2.
Remix.
Good. So
Come back to me for the third one. I
all
gotta
right,
think.
we'll come back.
All right.
No goes, no goes.
I would say
She's studying that B condoms.
Yeah.
no. I would say I'm not gonna peg anybody. I can't do it. I can't do it.
Oh, you know what that is now.
What you mean now? Yes, I know
You
what
know what I'm
it
saying? You
is.
know what that is? No.
I
you know what that
do.
is? Okay. That's wild.
It's a good,
not-
it's a
I
good
mean,
no.
That's wild. Fellas, nah, man, I ain't gonna be quiet.
Nah, say it.
Nah, they wildin'.
They bugging.
All of y'all, you're bugging. You know what I'm saying?
Multiple you
You're
bugging.
bugging.
Definitely, I'm not. It even sounds gay, but I'm not doing a train.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even
Wait,
think about
why does
that.
that sound
Huh? Wait.
I'm confused.
So
Why
wait.
is it? You talking a gangbang. A train and a gangbang are two
It's
different
the same
things.
thing.
Nah. See,
Two guys?
see, the fellas know. The fellas know.
That's like an orgy with all dudes.
Nah. There's difference between when you said a train, the other dude ain't in the room necessarily.
Since when?
Come on,
Since
ride the
choo-choo
train.
been choo-chooing.
Ride the choo-choo.
A train just mean-
There's
A
always
train-
a conductor and there's always a train.
A train just mean back to back.
A train is the
More
same
the Drizzy.
time.
Nah, see, we got fundamental differences.
No, that's
in
a yeah.
definition.
That's a fact. Train is in succession. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying consecutive hits.
Cart
You know what I
after
mean?
cart
Shout out to
after
Drizzy.
That's
Right.
a train.
Same time as a menage.
That's-
I mean, you
that's-
menage.
Girls classify two guys and their self with the train.
No, that's girls trying to make it sound better, like they ran a train on 2 guys. No, you cannot run a train on dudes.
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying
really
the
can.
the guys
Well,
is doing it on the girl.
Right, but that's still a menage in your favor. Like that's 2 dudes on 1 girl.
Yeah.
A train is just like 1 dude by himself, but then after he leave, another one come in. Then after he leave, another one. Like
I don't
that's
e-
a train.
yeah, I don't even think a dude can't say he had a threesome if him and another dude was smashing a girl at the same time. That ain't no.
How
In
is
my
that not a
opinion,
threesome?
I'm just saying like you can't say it like or some
Oh yeah,
clout-based
that's
type of
that's
thing.
not. I don't. Yeah, that's not on
Like you
camera.
can't be like, oh yeah, I had a threesome, and like you and
Oh,
your
like it's not
partner
bragging
is-
rights
Yeah,
for-
no,
yeah.
That's no. That just means that y'all just gang banged the joint, and one of y'all couldn't wait outside the room.
She had a threesome. You know what I'm saying? She had a threesome.
Not
I
with
mean-
2 dudes though.
Yeah.
Listen, my third no-go is all of that y'all
There's
did.
rules. There's rules
All
to
of
that too.
that.
Cause there's some big pause moments like that. Like there's rules to that. Like yeah, but
that's
we ain't
all
gonna go
big
all the way in
facts.
that. Like come on now. But all right. So no pegging, no
Trains.
trains.
I'm gonna have to think of the last one.
Oh, so we doing top twos. Apparently.
It's hard to think of three.
We doing top twos.
So when Natalie came with her third after.
Yeah, my
later
third was
on,
all
she
everything y'all was just talking about.
Okay,
I ain't doing none of that.
You ain't doing none of that.
What are you
Not a
no
nair, nutter.
Not exactly.
These are questions for the ladies. I don't know. I was like, yeah.
You should say no pegging.
I'm about to.
I don't know.
You gonna let me cook or no?
You said it was for the girls.
I know. I'm still for some of y'all. So I'm still with the. I'm of course no pegging. Like, come on. Like, what are we doing here?
Can I revise my third one? Because I just thought of
Talk
a
about it.
specific situation. Back in the day. Disclaimer. Don't be trying to finish anywhere near my face. Like if you're
no
not,
facials.
No, you don't.
none of that.
I heard it's good for the skin, but
I did too.
Even worse than the face is my hair. Oh, wow. Because if it gets in my hair, then you're getting in the shower and washing this and deep conditioning it and doing all of this all over again.
That's interesting.
That's
Okay.
my face. I can wash. The hair.
I feel like
He's
that some
excited.
of them. Nah. I feel like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too much of a nice guy. I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't do that to a woman I
do
actually
it
gave
on
two
your
craps
stomach.
about.
Right.
Let me nut on your stomach.
Yeah, you're a nice guy.
Yeah.
That's different. It's not
But
like
if
face.
she desired on the face, I mean, hey, I'm a
That's just
pleaser at the end of
disrespectful.
the day.
In the face.
Shout out to Coming to America, favorite movie of all time. Like, yo, but yeah, who's that? Ain't no pegs, nope, not doing that.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Can she tie you up?
I see we getting a little too personal. You know, we ain't talking about what we can and can't do. We
This
saying
is no go.
exactly what we're talking about.
That is no go.
That is precisely what we're talking about.
this is a very
Can she
personal-
tie you
Ain't-
up?
Ain't no questions. I didn't ask y'all questions until y'all said y'all no goes. Nah, she can, no, not both.
What?
You don't get to tie my legs, my feet, and my hands.
gotta have some-
I gotta have some type of.
I'm not gonna lie. When you said both, I thought you
was
meant
confused.
tie up and pegging. I was like, oh, that's wild.
No.
The tie up and
No,
your
I'm saying
peg,
like
that's
you can't
crazy.
tie. Matter of fact, like why would you ever be tying my feet? That's weird.
Yeah, I was gonna say
behavior.
that. I don't think that would
Like,
Nuts.
yeah,
That would work very well.
She wants you to have the ultimate orgasm.
Ultimate what?
Orgasm.
No,
I need
ultimate
to be-
orgasm
no,
or
I
ultimate
need
warrior?
to be able to
What we
defend
talk
myself
about?
at all times against anything. Like,
Facts.
nah.
Protect
So,
yourself at all times.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
We ain't doing all that. Like, relax.
Whips.
Come on. No, relax. I'm not into all of that stuff. Like, yo, but it is what it is. I mean, maybe as I get older, I think that we all do get a bit more freaky as we get older, though, because you've just done so many things that you're figuring out how to keep it spicy because you've just over time you just tried out a lot more things.
Not you
So I'm
admitting you're a
saying-
freak.
Freak man, freak
That's
man.
what she
Yeah,
heard
that's
from
me.
I mean, I think we
That's
should
what
all
she
should
heard.
be, somewhat open-minded in certain things. But the no-goes ain't no pegging or no sort of the thing.
Talk about it.
Like, yo, and ain't nobody else coming up in there unless it's a woman.
Talk about it.
And then what else? Dang, I don't know.
Not top two.
What's that? No. I mean, I don't know. What else could have? Yeah, I mean, no. Oh, I ain't into like the pain stuff. I'm not into that.
Right.
Like the biting and then miss me with all that stuff. That's
No
weird.
hickeys.
What are we 16?
I was gonna say
Like, yo.
he's are real immature. I feel like
I'm professional. I don't need nothing.
In
No
places
hickeys
where
it could
they
be-
can't see it.
I mean,
And please
sure.
no hickeys,
Like,
because
what?
wifey's with me.
Yeah.
Why you over here looking at me?
While my girl's standing there.
My fault. I had to do
Yo,
that.
yeah, I mean, in places that can't be seen, there's a possibility. I mean, yeah, why not? But on the neck and all that, that's
Hear
juvenile.
the swallowing. Go ahead.
Pause. What? Listen, listen. I'm gonna take a break for a second. You know what I mean?
You said it's wild. Pause.
that was an aggressive pause.
Pause.
That was more so for her for saying the pause when he was just doing some natural.
It was a hard swallow.
Okay, hold on.
Okay,
All right, we
stop.
doing
Now wait. I feel like you're doing it on purpose now.
It was though.
Oh Lord.
Somebody
Okay.
come get her.
Listen. Hey, yo. You know what I'm saying? Number one. You know what I'm saying? Like, put some respect on my name over here. You know what I mean? So I go by the name of Hungry. Facts. Talk to him. Talk to him, man.
Come on,
you know
man.
what I'm saying? We getting crazy here. Listen, obviously there's a difference between being in a relationship with somebody, you know what I'm saying, in love with, truly care about, and just dating or whatever. The phases are difference in the phases. So I don't know. I guess we didn't specify that when we were answering. Excuse me. I'ma just speak in general. So, number one, definitely no BDSM. I don't need no slave cosplay. Like, you're not beating me. Like, I'm not into it, fam. Like, no massa,
So you can't
yes,
tie
massa.
them up.
What is this fixation
Listen,
on tying?
the tie up.
That's part of it.
No, but it's levels. So I'm not depending on what level we on, I could get into probably like some handcuff action. But it's only gonna go but so far. Why don't you start backing out weapons of mass destruction? Fam, I'm not party
Doing the hot wax on the back.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not, you got whips, chains, you know what I'm saying? All this stuff. I'm not with it, fam. I'm not with it.
Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah, because I think fight or flight set in. It's like, now I want to shoot the fair one. Like, fam, you beating on me? Like, nah, we got to put your hands up now. Like, we got to shoot the 5. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't even like getting into them games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like getting into it. Put me in a different mind state. So, we stay away from that.
You try to get it in. You just be looking mad serious.
Nah, Dad.
Keep playing with me.
Facts, you know what I'm saying? I don't need no DV cases on my hands, so let's not even go there, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I turn into a different person, Credible Hulk, you know what I'm saying? So let's not do that.
Yeah.
Certainly no anal play. We like,
Come on now, talk to him.
We can't play these games. I'm just not with it. You know what I mean? Listen, if that's your thing, that's your thing. No judgment. Hey, do your thing. You know what I mean? It's just
Stay away.
no fly zone over here.
Can you elaborate?
What is there to
Now you know what, Natalie? We've been in pocket all night. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, are you saying you're not doing it on her, or she's not doing it on you?
I'm talking about on me. But what I mean, listen.
No, that's where the G-spot
but
is.
I'm not. Let's be very clear. Let's be very clear as to address this question. It's a podcast broadcasting to a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I am not Mr. Cheek Muncher out here. This is not what. This is not how. It's not my side hustle. That's not what I'm out here doing. I don't make a living off of this. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, listen. What I will say is, if I'm with a woman, that's my woman, and like we're together, especially like long term or some marriage type shit, like I'm not gonna say I would never do it. Like, definitely got to be fresh out the shower though. Like, fresh out the shower, I might have to wash it for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But it's definitely not something that I'm out here like willy-nilly. It ain't happening. You know what I mean? And on me, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that. I don't need it. The third one, and this is where the differentiation comes in. If it's like my wife, then definitely, not outside people. If it's just in the bedroom in general, then that can kind of go either way.
Babe,
But not even wife. I would just say serious relationship. If it's a serious relationship, then no outside dudes. But if it's like whatever, then I can kind of go either way. So the third one, we all struggling with that third one, huh? Mm-hmm. The third one is kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, even though I gave a third one, but I guess my secondary third in general. I'm thinking. I don't know. What happened? What happened?
Are you still stuck on what he?
No, it's fine. Go ahead.
No, talk about it. I need to talk about it.
No, I was just confused about how you went from. It's fine.
Oh no, because I was saying like I guess I'm trying to give like a more broad third answer,
Okay.
but I'll leave it there. If I think of one, I'll bring it back, but I'll leave it there for now.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Let me ask this question though. Let me ask this question. This is a big topic, right? That comes up a lot in lives and different things. And like obviously we've been on a panel with sex coaches and they panels and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. There's a thing that women are in their heads a lot during the sexual experience. Mm-hmm. I don't think I've ever actually sat down and asked women though, like what's going on in your head or why are you thinking this? So I would love to hear from y'all, like just honest and open, like during a sexual encounter, like are you freeing yourself or are you actually thinking about stuff like, because I know a lot of women concerned about like they either body conscious or wonder how their body look, you know what I'm saying, during certain positions
100%.
or, you know what I mean? So, which I understand also because listen, I always say this all the time, sex is a huge part mental, right? So it's like, if you're so much in your head, then you can't really enjoy the experience as much. You know, I feel like a lot of women that have complained about not being able to come or have an orgasm, I should say, and that's a big part of the reason why. So I just want to know, like, kind of what's going through you guys' heads during the process.
During sex, what y'all be thinking about?
Oh, you want me to go first?
You go first.
Well, exactly what you said. Like, what do I look like? Like, I don't know. There's a lot of self-conscious body thoughts.
Okay.
I don't know. I think for me, I do be in my head because I do think of the overall experience that I'm giving, you know, this man. Like whatever he is thinking, possibly, I am trying to give that to him. So, you know, I do feel like I do put on a show.
Okay.
So, like, when it comes to, you know, how I look, I dress the part, you know, like, what is it? You went to that little gripping thing or whatever. Like, I feel like that's important.
Shout out to the gripping.
Speaking of.
Yeah. I feel like given that, I feel like especially for the first encounter, I feel like I'm more in my head than anything because I feel like I'm putting on, you know, this good show. But at the same time, I do know people that can't get an orgasm. The only thing that they can get it from is off of head. And I mean, it's unfortunate, but I mean, I feel like pleasing their partner is more important for them.
Let me ask this though. I don't know if you got something else to say, my fault, bro. If I cut you off, I don't mean to. Because I really just kind of want to dive into your minds right now. So, leading up to like the encounter, right? Especially like for the first time, because I know as dudes, like you never quite know when it's going to happen, but if you in tune and you kind of know more or less when it might happen, right? So, what's even the thoughts then? Like how many other dates in? How many the time is arbitrary. That's your business whenever you getting it in. But leading up to that first time, let's just say like the week of or the night of, like what's the thoughts like going through your head while you out on a date, y'all talking, y'all chilling, you know, you might go back to the crib, whoever crib, like what's the thought process?
I mean, I think that, I don't know, I feel like for guys, I feel like it's the same for women. We know pretty much immediately if we're gonna have sex with you or not. But I feel like maybe the conversation solidifies it. But I think that if you look good and you have a good if you have the gift of gab or whatever, like you pretty much have the draws. Now if you're ugly, you know, that's a different story. But I feel like
GTD.
I feel like leading up to it. I feel like leading up to it. I mean, we know it's about to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it like nervousness?
I feel like if a girl is comfortable, I think that she'll make it happen.
Okay.
She said tonight is the night. Make me a one.
What? Neither of y'all wanted to say that first.
Right?
Yeah, we did, but we gotta finish the song. Yeah.
Like I knew a girl that, you know, she wanted a man, and she was like, you know, let's play truth or dare, and she made him do things on him so they could have sex.
I'm not gonna lie. Listen, she figured something out over there. She doing something right. You know what I'm saying?
She do what she wanted.
Yeah, shout out to her.
I want it.
Shout out to
She
her.
said, I dare you to eat my box right now.
No, it was more like
I've been waiting to do that.
She told me, and it was taking off clothes
crazy.
and like kissing on her and stuff like that.
I'm not gonna lie though. Shout out to her though, man, because we talk about women shooting their shot. That's like an example of shooting your shot. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to her.
The shot was
She
already.
said, "I dare you to smash me right now."
I mean, they was already in the mix, but
Crazy.
she set the tone. You know what I mean? So that's fly. Which I mean, a lot of women won't do because they just feel like traditionally a man should lead that. Which I'm not mad at that either. That's fine. But I'm just saying, shout out to her for feeling that good and confident about.
That was
doing
clever.
That. Yeah, I like it.
That's a
I
clever way.
I never heard that before.
That's a clever way to get the cheeks clapped. Speaking of clapping, let's give her a clap.
You make it clap.
Come on, man. We in the game. Tapping into the minds of the ladies. So, what do I look like? Is he enjoying this? Things like that. That's some of the things. That
Okay, we did three. We did 3 no's. What are 3 must-haves?
Okay, there we go.
It's your
Why
turn.
you keep looking at me?
I feel like I'm going a lot.
This is your topic.
Because Natalie thinks she low. She's
I'm just
trying to
a
stay
freak,
so
huh?
low.
Freak woman. Yeah, that's her. But must-haves. What must you have in a bedroom? I mean, that could be. I mean, it don't got to be vulgar.
I mean, anything in the bedroom is gonna be fault.
Not necessarily. He could, like attention,
Foreplay.
kissing, foreplay.
Facts. For Plizzy.
Lighting. No
Music.
lighting. Music.
I mean,
no
music is a must-have because silent. Like y'all really be doing it in silence.
Like to hear
Do people do
moans?
Do people do it in
In
silence?
silence?
If it's
That's crazy.
spontaneous.
Well, yeah, that's true. Like, if you didn't plan it,
Yeah, I've done it in silence.
Yeah.
that's
It ain't gonna be
awkward.
silent for long.
Listen, y'all heard my stories. I've done it in silence. I've done it to R&B. I've done it to DMX. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm gonna be honest.
That sounds
Here's the
real
thing.
rough.
I was gonna say,
Hey,
what song?
Ghostface.
Because
Ghostface. The
Ghostface.
Wishes of Poetry.
It's
in
not.
the
What's
Rose
crazy
City.
is even when
Shout
I
out to
said that,
Ghost.
like people were like, "Oh, H is out. Why doing it to DMX?" But yeah, I don't know if y'all remember the bars, man. Listen, but Jay told y'all, man, do on a rap CD, we gangsta fuck. I ain't R&B smooth. I ain't an R&B dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at that time, I wasn't an R&B dude at that time. You know what I'm saying? I was out here on a different type of time. You know what I'm saying? Give me grace too. I came a long way. You know what I'm saying? Like, so,
shout out to coming a long way.
yeah, you know what I mean? Pause.
Yo.
Super pause.
Ghostface got a track on the Witches of Poetry album, bruh, called Stapleton Sets. He's wilding in on that.
Yeah. Ghostface always painting a picture for
Shout
you.
out to Ghost.
It's one of the greatest.
Oh yeah. Whole Wu-Tang Clan tough. All right, so must-haves, music.
I really can't think of anything. I don't like.
He must be saved.
There you go.
Must be the one that,
Jesus has to be in the room. Right.
I don't know about that.
I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
Listen, I might be saved, but once I have my husband, we getting it in. Okay,
hey,
That's-
there we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Going down in the
don't
DM.
get it twisted.
So you think you're waiting to marriage?
I don't think I am.
You're waiting
Oh,
until
okay.
marriage. Shout out to waiting
Confident.
until
I like
marriage. Like, yo, shout out to that. It's a beautiful thing.
I got a question.
What's up?
What if it's trash?
I mean,
Ooh. Let's go.
I have to have faith that that's not gonna be what I end up with. Like God's gonna put me with somebody that we're gonna have that chemistry and it's
Talk
gonna
about
be
it.
good. Like,
Talk about it.
There we go.
Yeah.
She said we're gonna work it
because
out.
people say that all the time. Like that's the excuse to.
It's
an
worth
excuse to
it. Let me
fornicate,
work.
really. But
Cause let me say this part too, because you said something about lighting. Let me just throw this little tidbit in there for the ladies, because I know ladies be like, yo, can we turn the light off? Turn your phone light off? Can we turn the street light off?
the street
Oh,
light.
yeah, like fam, I don't control Con Edison in the streets, fam.
Don't
like
look
this,
at
I
my
need you to look
fupa.
at
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, hey, listen, I control lights in the
seen
bed.
all the rolls. I don't need
yeah.
that.
You know
No.
what I'm saying? But hold on, you got the red light on the TV when it's on standby. Can you turn that off? Like, yo, fam, listen.
Ain't no
I
pitch
can't-
blackness.
Yeah, like at the end of the day, ladies, this is the point I want to make to you. Whoever you in that room with, that man know who he in that room with.
Come
He
on
knew
now.
before you got there.
Indeed.
He knew when he in there.
Indeed.
He know who you with. He know what's going down. So at that point, all bets is off. Listen, you ain't got time to worry about that no more. You should have thought about that before you got there. You know what I'm saying? Like at that point, be comfortable because he's comfortable. He gonna slay the dragon either way, he's slaying it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, hopefully he's slaying it. I don't know what the performance is gonna be like, but hopefully he getting busy either way. So you are worrying about all the wrong things. Tap into the experience, get yours, live in the moment. All right, my fault. Go ahead. Back to the program.
Big facts. Must haves there, Bree.
I feel like they have to be a freak.
Hers is like the complete opposite of mine. Same freak.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it could be quiet or it could be some music. You know, I prefer, you know, sexual music or, you know, R&B.
Okay.
I feel like it has to be openness. I feel like if you're closed off to certain things, I feel like it's not gonna work.
Okay.
I don't know, the ability to just make love to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Making love.
I don't wanna fuck all the time.
Wake up.
That's a good song.
Yeah. Hey, that's a
Good
classic.
song.
All time.
That's what I was thinking of when I thought of DMX.
So many
You thought about Marvin Gaye?
things. That's interesting though. Okay, bet. So you said must be a freak. Must be open-minded. Must, what was the third must? Must be able to make love to you.
Oh,
Not just Smitterding.
Not just Smitterding.
All right, man. Shout out to the ladies must haves. Yeah. Big facts, definitely. She must not be a prude. You know what I'm saying? She must be comfortable in the skin she's in. You know what I mean? That could be annoying.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, carry 3 minus.
The math is mathing
over
right
there?
now. Yeah, the math is mathing.
AJ, get out of my head.
And then,
We like on some wavelength today. Like,
We over
I like
here.
I like the open-mindedness. You know what I'm saying? Open-mindedness is fly. It's my must be down. I need them to just be down when it's in that moment.
For pound down.
Down
like-
for what?
Yeah,
what are we
I
talking
just-
here?
I like the. I've been in situations where it's like whenever I want to go, she's down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
That's fly.
It's always ready.
Always ready. That's so much more fly. You know what I'm saying? So that's the dopeness. But when it's on some like, I'm not in it. Nah, hold on. Nah, what's going on?
Does it go both
I ain't
ways
saying
though?
that we.
Like if you're always gonna want it because you're a man,
If she wanted when I don't want,
Not necessarily true now.
right?
If she want, I've gotten. I remember it, not even just like going. I remember many moons ago, I was kicking it with this woman, and I was younger though, but like we're in church, and she wanted to like kiss me.
Not in church.
She was down.
I was just like, yo.
In the house of the
She
Lord.
was just so
you still
happy
down?
that it was one of the first times. She was so happy that we
God
were
was
having
still
this
working with her.
She was so happy we were having this experience together. It was like the first time we were in church together. And she was like, "Oh, can I get a kiss?" I'm just like,
Golly, man.
like there's mad
Turned
people
on.
behind us. Like it was just,
Like, no.
but you know what I mean? Like the
was the
older me, I wouldn't care. Like yo, if that's my lady, and just real quick, whatever, it is what it is. But
Right.
I don't know. But my point being, but besides that, yeah, if I'm watching the game and she wants it, wake them up.
So you gonna
Why are
stop
you watching the
Colorado?
game? Really? I was gonna say.
You gonna stop Colorado games?
If she wake him up, we could go down. If he ain't like, it don't take much. Like let's not get twisted. Hold on. I don't want to make it seem like this.
I don't think I needed to know that about you.
Hey, it's for the pot. I gotta paint the picture. Yeah, boy. Let's not get it twisted. But the point being is basically a yes. So it's like, yo, if I'm chilling or whatever and you want to do it, and I'm not necessarily in the mood, that turn me on. Do something. put on the show. So, you won. You know what I mean? But not necessarily. I mean, it's equal opportunity. So if she satisfies me whenever I'm in the mood and she initiates, yeah, I'm gonna reciprocate that. Yeah, all day. Yeah. Y'all know I'm gonna just try to say some things, get some laughs, but in seriousness, yeah, I'm gonna reciprocate that energy. Yeah, during the game, it is what it is. I got Hulu Live Sports. I'll pause that thing.
Well,
man,
happens.
Did you say 3? That was 3.
That was 3. That was 3. Yeah, I don't know. Must have. Let's go. I know y'all expecting certain answers from me, a certain terminology, but I'm not gonna give y'all that satisfaction. So that's what we're gonna do, right? So, I do though. I'm probably lying because it probably is gonna happen. So it's just one of the things that's consistent, if y'all realize with me, attention to detail carries over into the non-negotiables, into the bedroom, into every aspect of my life. So it's being attentive to my needs and my wants and what I like. You know what I'm saying? How I like it, where I like it. You know what I'm saying? Just holding that aspect down. I think you gotta have some needs about you now. You know what I'm saying?
We're going with the needs.
I mean, I was trying to stay away from it. I can't. I mean, this is real answers. I gotta give real answers, right? So, gotta have some need time. We used to be about hang time, but we gotta have some need time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Gotta have some need time with you.
Get the needs right.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, there's no way possible that's gonna work out long term if you can't ride a D. You know, you can't ride a D that said this thing ain't the place for you. It ain't gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not. You know what I mean? Long term, it just ain't. You know what I mean?
Their knees aren't built for that.
Hey, this ain't the place for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not.
How long? How long are you expecting it?
Hey, listen.
I know somebody was talking about 30 minutes. I'm like, listen,
That's
I'm not
wild.
doing any of anything.
30 minutes is kind of wild.
That's crazy.
If you could do like a good. All right, here's the thing. Most people consider a great session, if y'all both get to where I need to be, and then, y'all into each other, 15, 20 minutes, right? So it's like, if you could carry a session by yourself, that's what I require. 15, 20 minutes, and we good. You know what I'm saying?
Riding?
I was gonna say that's
Yes.
Yeah.
Why not? Listen,
because riding, I'm gonna be done in 5 minutes.
It's not.
or
Listen,
less.
it's not necessarily gonna last for 15, 20 minutes. It's not probably, but at the same time, who knows? Any given Sunday, fam. It could go either way. It could be 10 minutes. It could be. I just need to know that you have the capacity. If we maxing out, that it could go the full 15, 20. Like, I don't want to have to stop and then I have to get into, you know what I'm saying? After, because most of the time, it might not lead off with that. So I'm leading off with something else. If I'm leading off missionary, back shots, whatever it may be, dresser, table, whatever, wherever it is, you know what I'm saying? And then now, it's your turn. I don't put my 20 minutes in. Now you go 5 and 2 quarters, and now it's back on me. If it's back on me already, it's like, oh, fam, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened? Like, I thought you had this. Like, listen, you know what I mean? It's like, so I don't understand. Like, so it's just like, you got to be able to have the capacity at least, you know what I'm saying, to go for a little minute. Maybe not every single time, but some of the time, man. Like, just get the job done, basically, at the end of the day.
Get her done.
Get her done, man. You know what I'm saying? And number 3, I'm gonna probably have to go with the 3 I'm struggling with just because there's a lot of things going through my mind. But I'm gonna just pick one. It might change at a later date. But for now, for this episode, I'm gonna say your fellation game probably gotta be. It gotta be reputable. You know what I'm saying? Like,
reputable.
You know what I mean? Like,
Wow.
It might not have to be the best on earth, but it just at least got to be reputable. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what Frank Lucas said? I mean, it's Blue Magic. It's a product to stand by. Yeah, it's a brand name. You know what I'm saying? You can stand by. You can stamp it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to at least be able to know, again, that you can get the job done. You know what I'm saying? Like, and because, again, all these answers are coming from long-term mindset, and I'm with you for the long haul. So it's a lot of days that come with that. Listen, I needed to be active. You know what I'm saying? I needed to do what it's going to do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with those three.
We in here, man. Great topic, man. Come on, man. We in here. Yo, I don't know. We might have to do a first. We might have to take an additional break before the Speak Your Piece. It's
all right, let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
first time for everything.
Hey, man, like, yo, so we're going to take another break, and then we're going to come back with Speak Your Piece. All right? We're going to be right back here.
Yeah.
Don't go nowhere.
Right back.
Right back. You know what I mean?
You are now tuned in to the Peace King podcast.
Are you ready to unlock the secrets to a happy and fulfilling life? Looking for a safe space to discuss health, wealth, and relationships? Well, look no further, because Live with Trell is here. Join the charismatic host, Trell, as he dives deep into topics that matter most, creating an atmosphere of love, understanding, and positive vibes only. Live with Trell is your go-to destination every Tuesday and Friday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, streaming exclusively on Instagram Live at Trell_Maurice.
You are now tuned in to the Peace King podcast.
Welcome back once again for the first time ever.
Indeed.
Second break. That's the beautiful thing about being early in this journey. You know what I mean? A lot of firsts.
Indeed.
Make it Peace King history.
Come on. Hey, this is your
All
second
about
history making.
That's a
You know
fact.
what I'm saying? The most second most now, I think.
Yeah.
You had the most.
I know, right?
I think you're the second. You're the first. You're the most with the special guest, though.
Okay. I'll take it.
Very true.
take
That's
it.
a fact. That's a fact.
But yeah, hey, we back like we never left.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? And we still got our lovely guest here. So shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all for holding it down and staying true. And they spiced it up that second half. But hey, we about to see how much more we're going to spice it up. Y'all know it's one of your favorite segments, man. It is Speak Your Peace.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We in here. This week, Speak Your Peace. We got somebody. It's a woman. She about to ask this question. Break it down. So strap in and listen. All right, here we go.
Say,
Hold on. Here we go.
help me out here. I need your help. So, the matchmakers say I may be difficult to match, or that the men in their database would be attracted to me, but they probably wouldn't want me because I'm a devout Christian, and that can present problems. So, I'm thinking that I should just give up at this point because I'm tired. I'm tired of trying, tired of the disappointment. Before you get on me, listen, I've asked my friends to hook me up. I've, sat on a pew and waited in faith, waited for Mr. Right to come into the door and just give it to God. Then I was like, okay, well, maybe I need to take matters into my own hands, and maybe I need to get on the dating sites, try to date, try and meet people, go to a bigger church, get in these small groups and all, maybe I need to shoot my shot. Maybe I need to, position myself. Maybe I need to be here, this networking group. Like, y'all, I've done everything. I've literally done everything. You asked me if I've done it. I've done it. I don't know what else to do besides give up. What options do I have? Do Christian women still even have a chance in today's dating market? Let me know what you think. I'm tired and I want to give up.
Ooh,
That's a poor mindset there.
I felt that in my spirit.
Go ahead. You started off then.
Yeah, the whole time she's talking, I was like, yep, all of that, all of it. And it is discouraging because you're trying to walk in the way that God wants you to walk, but it's like you're being punished for it. So I don't have advice for her because I'm in the same place. That's all I can say.
I don't know. I do think it's hard for women who follow, God and all of that, because it's like, how Christian do you want to be? Do you want to be I want to wait to have sex to get married, or are you the kind that's like a half-ass Christian? And it sounds bad. It sounds bad.
call them
It's
lukewarm,
it's
is
either
what it's
all or
called.
nothing. It's either all or nothing. So it's like,
Is it all or nothing, or is it? I mean,
I think a lot of men is not going to wait for you to have sex with them. They're gonna have sex with somebody else while they're waiting.
That's true.
You know, and
That's
it's
what
just
makes it
like
hard.
a majority. I think that could be nothing in life is all inclusive when it comes to these are generalizations, but I feel you. I will agree though. But for there may be a select few that are waiting. The thing is, the men that are likely waiting until marriage or for a long time until marriage, more times than not, those aren't the men that these women want.
you're right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the hard part. You know, I mean, hey, good things come to those that wait, they say sometimes.
Supposedly.
Have faith, they say sometimes. But to the lady's point, faith without work,
Well, and that's why I said I
dead.
related to
So,
everything
like-
she said, because she said she's going out, she's going to church groups, she's doing. I do all of that, all of it.
Yeah, but like, you know, it says she's like, oh, I'm ready to give up.
You got to
Like-
keep
like
working.
that easily.
That's not easy.
What, life's supposed to be easy?
You said that easily, like
It's
she
supposed to
didn't
be
just
fast? Life's
describe
supposed-
all
oh,
of the
you're a
things that she's
Christian.
been doing.
Oh, you're a Christian. I think there was a story about this man Job who lost everything on earth, and then still didn't lose faith, and then gained it way more so
Right.
after years and years and years of all that tragedy and stuff.
Talk about it.
Like, come on now, don't act like just because I ain't up here, don't act like I don't know the stories now.
But
Your boy grew
You
up
say
now.
it. You say it
who
like
wants
she's.
to wait
but-
years and years and years though?
Good things come to those
That's
that
facts. I
wait.
do get that part.
We ain't
Like-
talking about what you
and-
want to do.
Exactly.
We talking about what is called for you to do and what your life dictates that you have to do. Like, listen, a lot of us don't want to do a lot of things.
Come
right?
on now.
Like I said that earlier, but it's a fact. There's a lot of things you don't want to do, and you don't get to dictate how long you get to do it for, unfortunately. Now, that's if you believe in a higher power. Now, even if you don't believe in a higher power, that your life's still gonna work that way anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Welcome to reality. But if you believe in a higher power, then at the end of the day, that's not your call. You know what I'm saying? Like you have desires and you want what you want, but at the same time, there is a path that is laid for you right there. And at the end, so you got to walk that walk. And so what Trell said, I'm glad he said that part, because that's the part that I tapped into, because it's like and obviously she is, well, I'm not saying obviously, but I would assume she is more devout and actively practicing than I am. I don't consider myself necessarily a religious person. I consider myself a spiritual person.
Same.
So that being said, that being the case, I would expect her to understand and know what that comes with. So right, when we're talking about faith, which is the word that Trell used, and I feel like right on point, like giving up is the absence of faith. Like giving up is the polar opposite of having faith. And even with you, Natalie, right? Like you saying you're doing all these things and she's doing all these things. The one thing we don't know is how long she's been doing them for, which brings into your aspect of the amount of years, because I don't know how long is long enough. Nobody in this room, she doesn't
None of us
know.
knows.
Only one person knows. Well, not one person, but one being knows how long enough that is. And so we always see all the time, like, right, like this meme or whatever going around, like the person like digging, like, you know what I'm saying, through like this hole in the wall, and like the GIF is right there, and they give up, like right when there's an inch of wall left after they done knocked down 6 years of wall.
Right.
On the 7th year, you go, nah, I'm not doing this no more. I ain't got no more. But that 7th year, that was your come up year.
Come
That's
on
the year
now.
you decided to stop, right?
Talk
so it was
to 'em
like
now.
that could be it. So we don't get to say how long we get to do it for. Like you said, you know what I'm saying? You want this or you don't. How bad do you want this, right?
bad?
You know what I'm saying? Like you called to do it.
Come on now.
You're supposed to do it. Nobody said it was going to be easy,
Yeah.
right? So
Nobody told me.
right.
That the road wouldn't be easy.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't believe Robin is far to leave me. Hey, just straight up and down, like, yo, they he may not come when you want him. But he's always on time.
Always on time.
I think
Always on time.
but you can talk about even just a dude, like just straight up and down. I think that we have this idea of how our lives are supposed to go.
Right.
I'm supposed to be married by this time. I need to have a kid by this time. Okay, cool. I bet. Like, yo, even in I mean, you could. There's so many one-liners I could use. Like, oh, tell him your plans and he'll laugh. Great.
Right.
And it's just like, yo, but that's the thing in life. We can have our ideas of how we want it to go, but we don't hold all the cards. Like, we don't make the rules. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm in the Air Force, and one of the things I mission plan, right? So when we conduct certain missions and things like that, like we always say, the enemy gets a vote. We could plan a mission. We're going from point A to point B. We're going to fly like this. We're going to do this. We're going to go here. We're going to do that. We're going to say all of this. And we think it's going to go. You think it's going to go perfectly? Nah, a plane might break. You know what I mean? Like the enemy may act a way that we didn't think or whatever. I'm talking way too much. But the point is, who knows, right? But the point is, we live in a dynamic world. Things are going to change and happen in ways that we can't predict. Right. Same thing happens in your love life. You're not going to be able to predict when this guy is going to show up, or how he's going to show up, or where he's going to show up. All you can do is do your part. I'm going to plan accordingly as best as I can. I'm going to prepare myself as best as I can. So I'm going to still, while figuring, I'm going to still try. I'm going to still go out, continue. So I'll tell her, continue the dating sites. Cover all bases. Continue to go out with your friends. Continue when you do that, look presentable, look your best. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Sure, go to a bigger church. You just got a larger selection pool. What's wrong with that? Ain't nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? If you want a doctor, and if you grew up wanting to be married to a doctor, what profession you think you should be in? Become a nurse. If you want a lawyer, be a paralegal or be a lawyer yourself. Like, yeah, I mean, these are the things that make sense. If you want a man who goes to church often or a pastor or something like that, go to a church that has plenty of ministers or deacons or whatever.
The deacons.
I don't know. I'm just saying. Like, these are the things you gotta be smart about it too. So I say, don't give up and just sit idle in your crib and hoping that he's just going to knock on your door. Right. I'm gonna tell you that it ain't happening. He ain't coming.
Never.
Yeah, I mean,
are you gonna wait? You gonna hold yourself out for this woman?
What are you talking about?
Not you, but a woman who.
I'm not the dude that these type of women want.
So you're gonna have sex while she's holding, her standard?
I'm highly confused by this line of questioning. But I was like, I'm not that guy that is
He's
going
not
to
for
be
save
the one
yourself.
to save it. Nah, I'm not that guy. But their dude is out there.
Would you wait for her though?
No, I'm not. No, I just know that I'm
That's
not that type. It is also a thing. Like, yeah, let me dispel this rumor here. People that go to church, they're not perfect, by the way.
That's facts.
That's a fact.
The church is not a place for perfection.
That's true.
Think of a church as like a hospital almost. There's a bunch of people that got things that they're not perfect.
Facts.
I ain't saying they all got things wrong with them. That sounded horrible. But we all do. Matter of fact, we all do. Right. We're all human.
Right.
None of us are perfect. So, but it's a good reminder to be around folks and to hear a good word to keep you encouraged as you go through this tough thing called life. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's solid. But stand your ground, like what you like. Don't apologize for it. Yeah. Come on, man. Hey, man, the book coming soon.
Talk about it.
The game, coach.
Talk about it.
You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I do like it. Put yourself in a position. Put yourself in position.
Yeah, keep the faith, man. Keep the faith.
And keep the faith.
You gotta have faith. You know what I'm saying? Definitely showing my age with that one.
Faith.
Yeah. That's it. That's all you need.
You think she should be realistic with, if she does encounter a man that he's just gonna be fucking other people?
Dang, you see, when you use these terms,
Right.
I use way too many like spiritual terms just recently.
For you to come out with that.
This is real life.
So say it again. Hold on. Let me get in my right train of thought here. All right, hold on. All right, hold on.
Perfect.
All right, go ahead.
Do you think that she should be realistic that the people that she's dealing with is gonna be fucking other people?
It's not guaranteed though. It's not guaranteed. If she wants, she needs to be realistic with the type of guy that she's going to want.
Right.
She's not going. She may not have the most suave dude. He may be a little more nerdy-ish, and maybe I'm stereotyping here, you know. But the men that I've been associated with throughout my life, right? Professional men, military dudes, college educated dudes with fraternity type of cats. The majority not waiting till
You
marriage.
shouldn't even put the fraternity people up in there. Like, come on.
Hold on. We
I was gonna say, oh Lord,
we're not going to
Them's fighting words.
Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Okay, that's what we're not doing over
They're
here.
some of the biggest
You know,
hoes.
Hold on.
Oh, no.
That's
Oh,
what
no.
we're not going to do over here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Out the line of fire.
Nope. The
foul on the
cues.
play. This has been a great episode. Everybody say bye to Bree, okay? Bree has been fun, all right? No, just messing. Nah, but we ain't gonna harp on that. But my point is, like, yo, I've met a lot of men in my life, and I want to say well over in the high 90 percentiles, in the high 90%. These guys ain't waiting to marriage.
Do you think that means we have to settle?
No. If you truly want the guy,
You're saying the
Don't
type.
say that.
don't say what.
Most likely is gonna settle.
No, because listen,
No.
90% of men, like he said, not saying that I necessarily agree with the exact percentage, but I'm just going off what he said. 90% of men fit in that category, but there's still 10% of men
Yeah.
who are
10% is like a needle in a haystack.
right, but
man.
maybe so is she. I don't necessarily think every woman wants a man that's gonna wait till marriage. So there's a sector of people who want that. I'm not saying she didn't even say wait to marriage. So she just said she's devout Christian. So we're just assuming at this point. But
Are you waiting till marriage?
Oh, you see.
no, but Natalie
She's talking
said-
about me. She was
right
talking
now,
about
because we mixing the two ones together.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's why I wanted to
That's
separate it. So, but whatever the case is, right? So that percentage is likely a smaller percentage, right? So whether it's 90, 10, 80, 20, 75, 25, whatever it is, I think we can probably agree just off like the surface level shit that's probably a smaller percentage, right? So at the end of the day, you have to align yourself with a person of like mind, right? Like somebody who also wants to wait or sees the value in waiting, even if he didn't necessarily. That wasn't the walk he was walking before. He knows the value in it, and so he can relate to it, and that's what it is. Now, if you just like dealing with a dude, and now you know what I'm saying, like you're not necessarily in that space, but it's like, oh, I just think that maybe we should just take our time, and then take our time turns into, well, I just want to, you know what I'm saying? Let's just see. I don't know. Let's just wait till we married, or wait till, or give me some time. Because then let's not even wait to marriage. Like, let's just take our time to get to know each other and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, I got like a rule, 6 months to a year before I have sex, but he's really feeling you. Yeah, that dude probably going to be smashing on the side. I mean, he probably is. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's a different situation from the person that is a devout Christian and wants wait for marriage.
So yeah, the likelihood of her coming across a dude who would be willing to wait potentially could be higher in a church. Potentially. That's why I said potentially. So I said potentially. But I mean that's
not
an
my
easy.
experience.
If dudes be honest, that's an easy way to find a needle in the haystack. Is just asking like, hey, being upfront. I'm waiting until marriage. Are you okay with that? Most, I think,
No.
mature men are going to at least be upfront and be like, nah, you know what? I'm not willing to wait. So I'm probably not that guy for you. You know what I mean? So find that needle in the haystack. It's better than find a piece of hay in the haystack.
Do you think
That's
her
even
finding-
harder because then if it's not, now you're just looking for just a good solid guy, and there's a lot.
I think that's. Sorry, go ahead.
You think her finding that needle in the haystack is going to eventually find herself settling?
I think I wouldn't say, I don't want to use the word settling, but I do believe that she may have to adjust some of her preferences and put weights on her preferences. So I would ask her, how much weight does him waiting till marriage have versus he needs to make this much money, or he needs to be this tall, or he needs to be this skin color or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of different things that women say that they want. I don't know. But here's the deal. So it's like, understand that like you may have to give up some of your wants in order to get the guy who's going to wait. You know, he needs to be this super machismo guy that got all the swag and the riz, like the youngins say. Like, he may be a cornball,
Sounds
but
like
he's willing to wait.
Listen, I like
You
a
could
cornball.
call it settling, or you could call it where
Tell me dad jokes
she's
all day. I'm
understand-
fine with that.
or she's understanding that, hey, the guy that I want may not be the typical dude that is very attracting, that has an aura around him, that like most of the ladies just naturally desire this guy. Maybe that's not the guy for me. And once she made up, maybe I want the guy who's made more reserved, who's more of the introvert, the Dungeons and Dragons type of dude, or whatever it is. It is what it is. Those type of guys. Maybe that's the dude that I want. He got 0 bunny odds. He may have been with like 1 or 2 women in his life. That may be her dude.
Right.
I don't think that's my dude, but I get the point.
anybody's dude.
Big cosplay.
That's her dude.
That's not my dude. You said something that I was gonna respond to, and I
Matter of fact, I think sometimes the ladies that be like, "Yo, wait till marriage," I respect it. I do respect it. I think that it does rush marriage. I think some dudes, if they really, really want it and they feeling a woman, they will rush that timeline just to get.
That sounds like a win-win to me.
It's a good aspect.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like I'm like, ladies, are y'all trying to force his hand? It's like a
Great
Sounds
point.
like a positive
it's like
side
an
effect to
ultimatum.
me.
It's almost like an ultimatum. That's why I don't like it. Oh, you can't clap these cheeks unless you put a ring on.
Right, because it might cloud his judgment.
I feel like they're going to walk away faster
What you mean?
than...
Like after the marriage?
No, I think they're going to walk away before they even
That's what I was
decide
gonna
they're
say.
going to marry.
Not necessarily.
Well, that's what I
think
was
they're
gonna
gonna
say.
marry
They're gonna play the
more?
long game. Depends on how fly she is. That woman right there.
She may end up giving it up.
I think so. Men, if a man feels as if this is the best he's going to get,
Sounds like
Some-
a simp.
but some you could call it that. But some men may truly believe this is the best that I'm going to get,
True.
and they will put aside a desire for the physical. You know what I mean? Because they want to keep the best that they're going to get. You know what I'm saying? He may meet Natalie and be like, yo, this is the most beautiful woman that I've ever been with. She's pleasant. She's in a soft era, whatever. You know what I mean? Mad feminine. She goes to church. I love that. Like, I ain't going to get no better than this.
Right.
And I got to wait. Like, you know what I mean? He may propose faster than he thought just because he's already got the spiritual alignment. He got the emotional alignment. They mentally in the same path. They got the same similar goals. The only thing he ain't tapped
His cheeks.
is that ass. You know what I'm saying?
You were ready with that.
I was waiting.
probably
I was
Just ain't
waiting.
tapped
He's
into
going
the
faster.
physical. He ain't tapped into the physical yet. That's the only domain he ain't really explored. So I just feel like that it will speed up the timeline. And that may be in your favor, but it could he may not. Just because he's willing to wait don't mean
Probably
that.
not ready.
But to your point, manifest it. And like you say, I did like what you say. he will send me a higher power or God, you know, whatever you believe out there, or if you just believe in manifesting it, the universe will send you the guy that you want. You can believe that. But I think that you do need to put work and energy out there to attract that person. You can't just sit idle with that.
Yeah.
You gotta stay down till you come up.
Yeah. The one thing I was gonna say that I don't necessarily agree with you on is being as like, you want to be upfront about it, but I don't think I would like out the gate say that, because I think there's a lot of, we were talking about changing for somebody. Like, I think people will change what they present to you based off of what you say. So like, I could say, you know, I'm a Christian and I go to church every Sunday. And oh yeah, me too. Like that, if they're trying to get in with you, that's what they're gonna do. So you can't always judge if they're truly being honest, if you're gonna come straight out and say like, this is what I believe. And I watched a podcast, it was a Christian podcast, that said like, don't say within, like, wait to see what they say within their first 5 like topics that they mention. And if they mention God, then you haven't, like, then you can start talking about it. But if you bring it up first, then they're just gonna kind of tag on to what you're saying.
I wholeheartedly disagree with everything.
With all of it.
Yeah.
So
because it's
But
like, too much
like,
game playing. Like,
but that's what it is.
just
That's
go
what
with the flow.
That's the
the
reason you have to be
conversations.
careful, because there is so much gameplay. Like they're gonna do it anyway, so you have to be careful. Like me as a woman, I can't just come out here. Oh, I'm waiting. Like I can't tell everybody that. I mean, I just did.
I feel like you both.
But like,
I don't think that. I don't want to be tricked. I don't want to like.
it's not
I know
tricky.
that-
It's me waiting for you to reveal yourself. I'm letting you tell me what you're about instead of me
But you're
saying.
revealing yourself too, though. After a while,
Yeah, but I'm the one that has something to protect.
Do you think the more women present day are waiting until marriage? What do you think?
More?
Yeah.
More than previously, or more than not?
The majority. Do you
No,
think
I
the
don't think
majority
so.
of single women out here are waiting until marriage?
I don't think so.
So you're a small percentage.
Yes.
So if you're a small percentage, like I want to know. I'm coming in thinking that you're a part of the majority, right? And it'll happen when it'll happen. But me knowing that, like, yo, hold on. So I've invested, and we can't tap into that part of the relationship unless I get married. I want to know that we
It's not saying
a
that you're
month
not-
in the game, 2 months in the game, and I'm realizing it ain't gonna happen till
I
marriage.
said in the first conversation.
Come on
I
now.
didn't say a month. I said don't lead out the gate saying it. Like wait for them to
But
bring
where
it up.
did you? So when you said lead out the gate, what do you think I meant? Like the first conversation?
That's what you mean. It's not. You said to up front say that that's what you want.
Yeah, but I ain't saying like, hey, my name's Trump. Oh, my name's
I mean, not in the
Natalie. I'm
first
waiting until
sentence.
marriage to have sex. Like, nah.
Not
like,
in the
come
first
on.
sentence, but like maybe first date, maybe whatever. Like that conversation comes up.
so I got a question for you. What is your timeline on like when you expect
I got it. What enough
to be married?
But maybe not.
I don't expect anything at this point.
I mean, if you're
Because
waiting, you know, and you meet somebody, when would you like to get married?
I don't know that I can answer that question.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
think
I don't know.
that does depend on the vibe.
Yeah.
I think, and then I think as you get older, you know what you want a little bit more. But I've seen 3 months turn into 20 years.
The only reason
Easy.
I'm asking is because it's like that's a long.
Are you wondering how
time.
long I can hold out?
That's a long time.
Well, here's the thing too.
And
Here's-
are you expecting him to just not fuck nobody else while he's waiting for you? I'm wondering.
Yes. If he's the right man, yes.
Is this while you're dating or while you're like exclusively dating? When is this?
I mean, that's the same thing to me. We're not.
Dating and exclusive is two different.
I'm not gonna be like dating just to date.
So you think he should start holding out when? Exclusively dating?
I'm confused by the question.
She's
I guess,
asking, at
like,
what point do you
when-
expect him to drop anything that he's
Oh, when we decide we're exclusive, like
when
when
you decide
yeah.
exclusive? So
Yeah.
Yeah, once you're like in a relationship,
Right.
yeah, but so yeah, then that's the other part. Like I would want to know, like
Before
in the
you
first
get to the
3
exclusive
weeks.
part.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like
for
I
sure.
need to
could
know what
agree
I'm
with that.
signing up for.
I can agree
You know
with
what I'm
that.
saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
this
yeah,
is-
yeah.
It's just different. I got to know what I'm signing up for.
Because everything is predicated on that. So that's the foundation. So I mean, like not that specifically, but all aspects of it. So, yeah, I definitely can agree with that. You will want to know pretty early. Listen. Initially, I was gonna say that I can see both sides of what you guys were saying when you were arguing that point, but I'm starting to actually lean more towards what Trell is saying, just only because I feel like you just cut to the chase a lot faster. You kind of filter through and get down to what it is a lot quicker. And people that don't align with that, you just get them out your space. You know what I'm saying? A lot quicker.
That's assuming
because he could be out there.
That too.
Yeah, but
that's why initially why I was saying both got points. Because I understand the aspect of being up front, want to be up front right away, get to it. But then there's the aspect of everybody ain't going to do that. And so like you're doing that. You're being that person, but you can't guarantee that other person that you're dealing with is being that person. And so you put yourself out there and you put yourself at risk of, you know what I'm saying, manipulation and, you know, being played with and dragged along. You know what I'm saying? So, which brings me back to, I understand both sides of it. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I like give the person a chance to choose for what they're signing up for.
Yeah.
You know, that's my whole deal. But I do respect the fact of like, I'm not gonna come out the gate. I want you to get to know me, my personality, see if you like that. If you want to go on a third date or so, I'm gonna let you know. By the way, like you're giving me your time and you're exhausting resources into me because you think this is going to be something. I'm gonna let you know that if you want to be with me, this is what you're signing up for.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because by that time, I should know if you got children, like you live locally, like I'm going to learn a little bit about your background. Like I'm already, so why would you, you know, not disclose something that's that important, which I believe that is an important part of a relationship, and especially a marriage. But at the end of the day, I do believe that there is someone out there, especially, you know what I mean, for the lady in the video, he out there for you. Definitely for that, he out there for you. And like, yo, don't waver too much. You know what I mean? If your preferences, and for those who that ain't like waiting till marriage is not your preference, I think other people could take something from this and be on some like, yo, if your preferences are not outlandish, and if you don't know if they're outlandish or not, you could DM Peace King Pod. We'll let you know.
Oh, yeah.
If you're a resident of Delusion Land, we will let you know. All right? Like, your preferences are insane.
Oh, yeah.
You might want to adjust those because if they ain't been working out for you, you need to adjust your preferences. All right? But, yeah, man, this was good. Speak your piece.
Oh, I enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed it. And, you know, like we said earlier, like we say every week, if you want to be featured on one of our next Speak Your Peace segments, all you got to do is DM us or go to peacekingpod.com, hit the contact us button, if you will, and just submit your question. You know what I'm saying? Put your story in there. Tell us what you want advice on. Doesn't have to be relationships. It could be, you know, work-based, family, business, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't have to be women. It could be a man too. You know what I'm saying? So submit your question.
Absolutely.
You can call in. You know what I mean? A call-in feature. You can email. You could DM. A voice note. So many options under the sun.
Indeed,
you know
indeed.
What I mean?
Just like tonight, we definitely like to hear your voice at least.
Absolutely.
We loved hearing y'all voices tonight, ladies.
Absolutely.
Appreciate y'all again for coming on. Episode 21, ladies and gentlemen,
Prime time.
man. We had Ashley, Natalie. We had Bree in the building. We appreciate y'all. We love the 2 cents. We love what y'all provided for us tonight.
That's a fact.
And y'all know y'all welcome back. Natalie, this your second time. I
gonna
don't
be here all
think it's
the
going to
time.
be her last. You know what I'm saying?
say.
And Bree, you know what I mean? You welcome back, definitely.
And I'd like to say too, Bree, you know what I'm saying? Since we have passed you off some of these B condoms, you know what I mean? Shout out to B condoms, you know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out to
Protecting
B
the
condoms.
culture.
Come on, man.
You know, black owned brand. Go
Black
ahead and
owned.
Target, Walmart, CVS. Feel free, Bree, to tap in and let us know how you like the B condom experience so we can relay the information back to the company, you know what I'm saying? And we could, you know, market research, if you will. You know what I'm saying? We can keep this thing growing and moving along. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know, I appreciate that. It's like you're only putting me. Hey,
Sorry, I put you on the spot.
Well,
They already know I'm not
because
using them.
not the integrity.
Y'all not
So I've been using them for 3 years now. So I'm a loyal. You know what I'm saying? Because
How does it feel?
oh, amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like D'Angelo on Tidal.
Hey, man, yo, that's been episode 21 of the Peace King Pod. We appreciate y'all, and I'm gonna diddy dance.
Take us out. You know what I'm saying?
We in, man. Hey,
You are now
episode 21, episode 25.
Listen, cast.